Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, this is Montana State Bobcat basketball.
Inside, left-hand slam! What was that?
Brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, Mountains and Mines. And by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
Well, let's see if the Bobcats can keep the good times rolling. Montana State enters this Saturday night at 6-1 in Big Sky play. They've won 3 straight overall. They've won 6 straight at home, and they look to continue to defend this home court, in which they are 34-7 in Big Sky play over the last 4.5 years. Hello, everybody. My name is Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe as we get set for the Montana State University Bobcats coming in at 12-8. They are 6-1 in Big Sky play, and today they host the Weber State University Wildcats. They're 10-10, 4-3 in Big Sky play, coming off a lopsided loss over in Missoula on Thursday night. All right, Brian, how we doing? How we feeling? Great way to try to cap off this 2-game home weekend before a big week next week. But either way, Cats have been taking care of business at home lately.
Yeah, and this is going to be a fun matchup. Weber State plays a fun style of play. Bobcats play a fun style of play. It's going to be an up-and-down game. A lot of points are going to get scored tonight would be my guess. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be entertaining basketball.
That's what we've been watching a lot throughout the year, both kind of in the final scores as well as stylistically throughout this season. And, yeah, you mentioned the points. Weber State scoring 80 points per game during Big Sky play. That's number 3 in the Big Sky, but they're also giving up 78 a game. On the other side, Montana State is in that kind of muddled top 3 defensively right now. It's Montana State, and Portland State, all averaging opponent scoring between about 71 and 72 points. So very, very low in a season in which there's actually been a lot of high scoring, and that really has been one of the big backbones for Montana State.
Without question. And when you look at the league standings, any reason you wonder why Montana State, and Portland State are your top 3 teams, that's because they know how to guard and get stops down the stretch. And this Weber team has been really interesting. In their last 6 games, the 2 losses, they averaged 66 points a game. In the 4 wins, 85 points a game. So, it just speaks to it. If you can get stops in this league, you're going to have a chance to win a lot of ball games.
All right, well, let's go into our Mountain Hot Tub opposing team profile and see why this Weber State team is going to be in hot water today. Brought to you by Mountain Hot Tub. Mountain Hot Tub is Montana's largest hot tub dealer since 1979. Your authorized hot spring spa dealer with locations in Bozeman, Butte, and Helena. All right, Brian, what should we know about this Weber State squad?
Well, first thing to know about them is they play fast. They probably play faster than any team in the Big Sky Conference right now, and they're going to transition not just on makes or misses, but on makes as well. And that's the thing that not everybody does. Everybody goes in transition when you get a defensive rebound and stop, go. But these guys are equally or even faster up the court off of a make. So transition D is going to be something that's pretty important, and we're watching. They also run a really simple system. It's just a lot of on-ball screen and roll, on-ball screen and pop, like two-man game action. It's old school. It's not something that you see a lot of teams running right now. So if you can guard the ball screen action, which the Bobcats had to do a pretty good job of on Thursday night with Idaho State, especially in the second half, you can be all right. And then defensively, that's really what keys their transition game. They force 14 turnovers a game, number one in the Big Sky. They get 8 steals a game, number one in the Big Sky. This is a defensive team. They're all about taking chances, gambling passing lanes, trying to make plays, and those are things that make for up-tempo games. In terms of players, Tajon Sane is their guy right now. He has been a force here in Big Sky play. He's got 10 straight double-figure games. Half of those are 20-plus, and he does a lot of that because he's so good off the bounce. He gets the free throw line so many times a game. And then Vartiainen, their kind of wing guy, 3-2 guy. He really shoots the ball. Almost 80% of his shots are from behind the arc. He's their best shooter by far. He's a guy that can make multiple threes. He made 6 threes in a game 3 times this season. So he's a guy that can really stroke it. Those two guys key the offense. And from there, it's just getting stops.
Well, we'll see if the Bobcats can keep doing that. Jeremiah Davis will be out today. We'll talk with head coach Matt Logie a little bit in terms of what that means and what they're going to do to the starting lineup. But right now, Jeremiah Davis, big smile on his face, supporting the teammates, but he's got his left arm in a sling after that left elbow injury suffered on Thursday night. You just hope that's not going to be too long. For now, it sounds day-to-day for Jeremiah Davis. And, Jed Miller, we've been singing his praises all year. The numbers are really starting to reflect that now in Big Sky play. He's the Bobcats' leading scorer in conference play. He's 9th in the Big Sky. So Bobcats don't have a lot of guys that's just carrying the workload. He's just been kind of the one guy that's a sliver above everybody else. But on top of that, he's 13th in the conference with 6 rebounds per game. He's 4th in the conference at field goal percentage, number 1 out of guards, so a couple of big men are ahead of him. He's number 1 in the Big Sky in three-point field goal percentage in the Big Sky Conference right now, and he's 4th in conference in minutes. So in an offense that is very spread out, he's the one guy that's kind of stepping up and filling up the stat sheet all over the place.
Yeah, and the thing that I love about Jed's game is that he doesn't have to come out hunting shots. He'll start a game and he's just moving the ball, playing the offense, and then he needs to make a couple plays. And when he needs to score, he knows, he understands, he's been around, but he's not a guy that's selfish or trying to hunt it, or he doesn't need 20 shots to score 20 points. Like, he's just the consummate point guard in that way, and he's all about winning. If he needs to score 22 tonight to win, he'll score 22. If 10 points will get it done and he can just distribute, he would be happy to do that for his teammates.
He's a player who was baptized in confetti. I mean, he was a freshman on that one of those Big Sky championship teams. He's been a part of multiple tournament championship teams now. He knows what it looks like when you have a point guard that powers a team to win, and you've got one of those championship-level point guards in Xavier Bishop on the staff right now, and, when that is kind of how you entered college athletics under Danny Sprinkle and now Coach Logie, I mean, you just see all of those different factors poured into this young man from Southern California who has emerged as one of the great Bobcats of this decade, which is one of the great decades of Bobcat history.
Yeah, definitely the best decade, at least in the last 100 years, 100%. You could say. But then think about who he's been around. I mean, like he, if you will, apprenticed under, Rob Ford, Darius Brown, Xavier Bishop. Like, you're talking about guys that are up for, like, player of the year in the conference. Like, he has bit his tongue, he has bided his time, and he is taking advantage of what he has learned as a player over the last 4 years and is living a dream right now. He's leading his team, and he's got sights on winning this championship. If you ask Jed, hey, could you go win the scoring title? He'd be like, I could care less. I just want to win games.
No doubt both him and Pat McMahon love jewelry. They've got a bunch of championship rings now, and they have certainly put together a team, a roster, a style, a chemistry that could earn another one. But boy, oh boy, we got a lot of the journey left to go as we approach the midway point of the season. Not there yet, but we are starting to get close, and the makings of a great team are there. Another fine test today for the Bobcats coming up against the Weber State Wildcats. All right, let's step aside. When we come back, we'll get our Kendall Ford keys to the game. Later, we'll get you caught up on some scores, and then we'll talk to head coach Matt Logie. We're back after this. It's the Bobcats and the Wildcats from the Brick. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Whether it's game day or work day, Montanans count on strength, precision, and reliability. At DoorTech, we bring the same championship mindset to every garage door we install, service, and repair. Rooted in 6 generations of Montana grit and committed to excellence, we're proud to serve the Gallatin Valley and proud to cheer on the Bobcats. DoorTech, rooted in family, committed to excellence, focused on you. Come see us at our new location in Belgrade, 195 High K Street, or visit DoorTechMT.com.
At Northwestern Energy, we're committed to helping all of our service areas thrive.
Because these communities are more than just spots on a map, they're our homes too.
From hosting charity events and funding local scholarships
to leading economic development projects, we'll continue to donate our time and resources
to help deliver a bright future for everyone.
For more information, visit northwesternenergy.com/inyourcommunity.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of the sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe as we get set for Montana State and Weber State from the Brick. Bobcats eyeing their 7th straight home win. They have been so good on this floor since their rise to such great success a couple of years ago under Coach Sprinkle, and now Coach Logie taking that mantle and not only looking to continue to dominate at home, but also looking for the first winning season in conference play after going 9-9 to the Big Sky each of the last 2 years. Right now, MSU at 6-1, hosting at Weber State at 4-3. And Brian, let's get to our Kendall Ford keys to the game, presented by Kendall Ford of Bozeman. What are you looking for?
Yeah, I think the two things are going to complement each other. Number one, this is a game of strength on strength. Weber State's strength defensively is forcing turnovers and creating steals and havoc. Bobcat offense is the best in the conference at taking care of the basketball. And when you put those two together, something's got to give. If that gives in the Bobcat way, that's going to be a big step toward winning tonight. Cats average less than 9 turnovers a game. Weber State forces over 14 rather, 8 of those steals. That's going to be a big deal, especially preventing live ball turnovers. You can't turn it over that leads to transition, because that's what this team just absolutely lives off of. And then the second key is transition defense. Make or miss, Weber's coming at you full speed. If you don't turn it over, especially in a live ball setting, then you help your transition D. But you got to get back and get established defensively, take away driving lanes, because this team scores well in transition. In the half court, they're not very good offensively. I'd say they're average to below average offensively in the half court. But in transition, they are excellent.
Well, we'll see if the Bobcats can stay strong on that defensive side of the ball as they get ready to take on this Weber State team, which, for Bobcat fans who have been following this team for a lifetime, are used to Weber being kind of the class of the Big Sky, but they haven't made the NCAA tournament nor won the Big Sky in almost 10 years now. 2016 was the last one, and they kind of just been hovering around 500. Eric Duff, their fourth-year head coach, had 2 strong years with Dylan Jones in his first 2 years as the head coach. Now struggled a little bit. They went 5-13 last year, 4-3 this year. So they're kind of a program that in a lot of ways feels like they're just trying to find their footing in this new era of college basketball.
Yeah, I think it's probably a good way to put it. They're just not quite clear. And their identity, they haven't really had much of the identity. You know, when you go back to the Lillard years and that, the identity was incredible guard play with a really good, solid 6'11" big guy, and they just beat you every year with the same formula. This squad is just a little bit different. I mean, you're kind of like Montana size-wise on the front line, but then on the perimeter they're small, really small. Like in general, they're probably one of the smallest teams in the Big Sky, yet they're rebounding okay. It'll be interesting to see, but I think Eric Duff and his staff are really trying to figure out what's it going to take to win in the current environment at Weber State.
And for Montana State, I mean, they have continued to build things. It's the first year for Coach Logie, where I think it really feels like for him, he's got his guys with this team that fit his system, and now they're all kind of coming together as the season progresses. We're seeing guys continue to get better. Kind of feels like now you're in a place where, okay, you got to start really controlling some games. I think we saw a lot of that at the Idaho State game. This is a game where you're playing a team around 500. You want to control this game. You don't want to feel like you got to get lucky or make a special play. I think you want to go out and just be the team that knows what they're doing, and you don't get a big scare. It's a good team. You got to play well, but I think if you're Montana State, you don't want to feel like you got to do something special to win games like this at home.
Yeah, especially at home, like you said. And Weber's scary. I mean, they have scary elements. I mean, anytime you have good point guard play, that makes you a pretty good team. They're weird, though. Like, I was looking at their Big Sky stats. They only have 2 guys who have made over 3 threes in all of conference. We're talking they've played 7 games, and you only have 2 guys on the roster that are averaging half of them made 3 a game in Big Sky play. Like, that's in this era of college, like Steph Curry basketball all over the place. Like, what are we talking about? Like, you know, you got big guy. I mean, Jaden Stepp is a better shooter than their third best shooter, and Jaden's got like 4 or 5 3 makes on the season.
Yeah, he's got 6 total, and that's because he's 3 for 3 from downtown in his last 2 games.
Exactly. And so, like, that's just such an anomaly. So you got to be so good at driving the ball and doing things in and around the paint and transition and all that to overcome that. And I'm interested to see if they can sustain it. They started League 4-1. Now everybody's kind of got a feel for them. They, lose to Idaho at home, and it wasn't very pretty. And now they go to Montana, where they play a great first half, but then get destroyed in the second half. Coming here, hopefully a little more of that action, but we'll see.
All right, well, we got a good one between Montana State and Weber State today. We're taking a break. When we come back, we'll get you caught up on some of the other scores around the Big Sky, let you know how the women did out in Ogden today, and then we'll talk with head coach Matt Logie as we get set for Montana State and Weber State tonight. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Great houses start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage with Sarah Kelzer and team at Rate. She is Bozeman's trusted mortgage specialist with 20 years experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
The power of we believes in you. It advocates for you. It completes your circle. It makes sure you have the strongest circle possible. And with Intermountain Health in yours, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Go Cats!
Quitting smoking, vaping, or chew isn't easy because nicotine is extremely addictive. Plus, everyone's different. What worked for me may not work for you. That's where Quit Now Montana comes in. And it's free. You get a quit coach and a custom quit plan tailored to you, including free nicotine replacement therapy, patches, gum, or lozenges. Bottom line, Quit Now Montana works. Time to make it work for you. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or go to quitnowmontana.com to get started today. Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Montana State Athletics.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Who's ready to experience Montana's high alpine like never before? This winter, Big Sky Resort unveils Kirkcliff, a stunning 2-story glass observatory at the summit of Lone Peak, surrounded by unobstructed views spanning 3 states, 2 national parks, and countless mountain ranges. The most thrilling part of the experience, standing at 11,166 feet on a transparent glass floor. Plan your visit to Big Sky and experience Kirkcliff, redefining what it means to experience Montana's high country.
We're back at the brick, getting ready to go for Montana State and Weber State today. It's the Bobcats and the Wildcats. Montana State looking for their 5th straight win in this all-time series. Still trying to get revenge against this Weber State team, which has 90 total wins against MSU. That is their 2nd most wins against any other team in program history. So the Bobcats, even though they've had the advantage, you know they've got a little bit of an axe to grind against this Weber State squad. All right, let's go to our first Interstate Bank out-of-town scoreboard check. We got a couple of finals in the books, and Eastern Washington now is 3-4 in Big Sky play. I'll tell you what, every day it feels like that win at Eastern looks even better for Montana State.
Yeah, they haven't lost since the Cats got out of there with that squeaker, and boy, howdy, that may turn out to be a decent win when we get to the end of this.
No doubt. Eastern Washington beating Sac State today 75-67. Portland State survives again. They beat Idaho on the road 69-66. And Portland State at 7-0. So the Bobcats need a win today to stay a half game back of Portland State with that matchup against the Vikings in Portland on a week from today. Also, with about 90 seconds left, Montana looks like they're about to close it out against Idaho State. Montana leading 65-53 on their way to a 6-2 Big Sky record. And then the 2 teams at the bottom of the league, which is kind of surprising, Northern Colorado 1-6 at NAU 0-7. That one coming up later tonight. Meanwhile, the women get a bounce-back win 92-72 against Weber State. They had 20 steals and forced 29 turnovers in the 20-point win to bounce back after their loss on Thursday. And around the top 25, busy slate around the country today. Number 10, Michigan beat Maryland 91-48 today. Number 1, Arizona goes to 20-0. They won 88-53 against West Virginia. UConn at number 2 survived against Villanova in overtime, winning 75-67. Number 4, Purdue falls at home against number 11, Illinois, 88-82. Number 6, Houston suffers their first Big 12 loss at number 12, Texas Tech. Houston losing that game 90-86. Nebraska stays perfect as well. They're 20-0. They beat Minnesota 76-57, beating Minnesota and former Northern Colorado Bear Langston Reynolds, who's on that Minnesota team now these days. And number 21, Georgia loses at Texas, unranked Texas, 87-67. So lopsided loss there. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll sit down with head coach Matt Logie, and then we'll be ready to go between Montana State and Weber State. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Welcome to the bundle event. Entering now our undisputed tag team champions, the mid-size SUV and the mid-century modern. Together with a State Farm agent, this auto and home duo are a powerful force of savings, service, and customizable coverage. Now, let's get ready to bundle.
Contact Bozeman State Farm agent Dan Rust today.
Availability and amount of discounts and savings vary by state.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
Qdoba Bozeman is a proud partner of the Montana State Bobcats. Make your winning play at Qdoba. Show your spirit with your own salad, quesadilla, bowl, burrito, or nachos, and all your favorite toppings. Score big and add free guac and queso to your entree anytime, any day. Hungry yet? Stop by Qdoba at 855 South 29th Avenue right after the game for the ultimate flavor MVP.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Lumber believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Lumber, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Back on the Intermountain Health pregame show, we're getting set for Montana State and Weber State at the Brick today. Keaton Gillogly alongside head coach Matt Logie. All right, Coach, getting ready to go for this one. First, just a quick status update for Jeremiah Davis. Everybody saw that injury he suffered on Thursday. What's his status for tonight?
Yeah, won't be playing tonight. Still getting more information and, just trying to kind of take it one day at a time, see how it heals.
No doubt. So what are you going to do with the starting rotation then, and how does that affect things?
Christian King will start in his place. Obviously, he's got experience in that role already this year, and it's next man up. Howie Keene did a great job on Thursday night, and we've got one sub for each spot on the roster, 8 guys strong, and we'll go to battle.
One of those guys, one of those subs is Jaden Stepp, who's played a season high in the Big Sky season in minutes these last 2 games. What are you seeing from Jaden's evolution? Seems like he's really starting to grasp things now.
Yeah, he's has had a couple back-to-back performances that have been very solid, and I think that's the key thing for him is just being solid. He plays with great pace. It gives our offense a lot of tempo. He's multifaceted in the fact that he can handle the ball, he can shoot, he can drive, he can pass. So for him, it's just about, it's been about getting comfortable, and you're starting to see that click a little bit for him.
Let's get into this Weber State matchup today as we take a look at what they're doing. They're coming in at 4-3 in Big Sky play, taking a look at some of their individual guys. Eon Sane, number 3, is their leading scorer. He's putting in 15 a game. What's he doing well for them?
Well, he's a guy that can really get up and down the floor. He's got good speed. He does a good job kicking the ball up the floor also to his teammates and getting their tempo going. But he's a very good shooter at the three-point line. He's got great speed and really strong. Getting to the foul line just as a smaller player, can get in amongst the trees, and when those things timber down, he tends to get the call. So does a good job of putting pressure on the defense in that way.
Now, speaking some of those trees, they've got a couple of big-sized guys in the front court. Number 0, Edwin Suarez. He's got a couple of double-doubles this year, 11 points a game. What's he bringing to the floor for them?
Yeah, very physical. Someone that just pretty much going to go right through your chest around the basket. But he's also very skilled on the perimeter. He can drive you. Not a shooter, but somebody that has the ball handling ability to get to his spots.
And finally, another 6'8", Malik Guma. He's also been very good at Seattle University transfer. What's he doing well?
Yeah, just a big physical body, does a really good job of getting to his spots offensively. Loves to get to the middle and then spin back to the baseline and kind of anchors them down low.
Overall, this Weber State team that's scoring 80 points a game. That's among the top teams in the Big Sky, but they're also giving up 78 points per game. How are you going to attack their defense for success today?
Well, we've just got to be ourselves. It starts by getting stops, rebounding the basketball. They're another good rebounding team, but allowing us to get out in transition and attack before the defense sets has been big for us. And then, we've got to continue to read coverages and share the basketball like we've been doing all year.
All right, well, big opportunity to keep things rolling at home against Weber State. Coach, appreciate the time and the insight today.
Thanks a lot. Go Cats.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we're ready to go between the Bobcats and the Wildcats at the Brick. For head coach Matt Logie, I'm Keaton Gillogly. This is Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Local is more than where you do business. It's how you serve your customers and communities. And for us, it's why we do what we do. At Stockman Bank, we offer convenient, innovative financial solutions backed by the power of quick, informed, local decisions. So you receive the services you need when you need them. We don't just believe in local, we are local. We are Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Member FDIC.
Quitting smoking, vaping, or chew isn't easy because nicotine is extremely addictive. Plus, everyone's different. What worked for me may not work for you. That's where Quit Now Montana comes in. And it's free. You get a quit coach and a custom quit plan tailored to you, including free nicotine replacement therapy, patches, gum, or lozenges. Bottom line, Quit Now Montana works. Time to make it work for you. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or go to quitnowmontana.com to get started today. Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road. Pump it up. Oh, yeah.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
See every play, every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve. At Vance Thompson Vision, our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision. Because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Vance Thompson Vision is proud to be the official LASIK and cataract provider of Montana State Bobcat Athletics. Learn more and book your consultation today at VanceThompsonVision.com.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Echoing
to the cup, one-hand slam
from the brick.
And the brick is back to life.
And all throughout the great state of Montana.
Put it on the highlight reel.
It's time for Bobcat.
There's the juice.
Basketball.
Floats it up and in, and he beats the buzzer. To the cup, the racket-attack. Deep three, bang. Oh, baby. He backpedals, shaking his head, saying, you can't cover me. Rises and rattles the rim. Rattles the rim. A two-hand slam.
The best is yet to come.
Bobcat Basketball is brought to you by Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild Series, and by First Interstate Bank, built for you. Tip-off is just moments away from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. Here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
The golden decade of the Bobcats continue, and Montana State trying to put another golden shine on this 25-26 season, sitting at 6-1 as they get ready to host the Weber State Wildcats. All right, before we get to our starting lineups, let's pause 10 seconds for network station identification. This is Montana State basketball. Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe as we get ready to go for the Bobcats and the Wildcats. The starting lineups for Weber State. At the point guard position is Ian Sane, the transfer from Western Washington. Deuce Paschal is in for the injured Jace Whiting today. Edwin Suarez, 6'6", down to the front court out of Puerto Rico. Their Finnish three-point shooter, Viami Vartiainen, is in at the 4, and Malik Guma is in at the 5. For the Bobcats, one change with the injury to Jeremiah Davis, so it's Davian Brown, Jed Miller, Christian King making his 8th start. Remember, after that ankle injury he had, he's been coming off the bench. Jed Miller, Pat McMahon, and Chris Hodges, the starting 5 for head coach Matt Logie in his 3rd year. All right, Brian, here we go. Going to be a good one today.
Yeah, it should be a really good one. Excited to see what the Cats bring, coming off a kind of a pretty pedestrian, ho-done, get-it-done type win on Thursday night.
Montana State in the home whites with the pink trim. It is our Think Pink game, raising awareness and support of breast cancer patients and people fighting that very, very difficult disease. So we see a lot of pink in the crowd today. They had a pink filter on the light during the national anthem and everything, and now we're ready to go. The ball is tossed in the air, and the tip is won by the Montana State Bobcats. I say with a slight upward inflection question mark as it got tipped around, but the Bobcats did come away with it. And we are underway. Montana State with the ball, working offensively to our left. Pat McMahon drives, had it knocked free and out of bounds, and it goes off McMahon's leg. Turnover by MSU. Weber State will move from left to right.
Yeah, one turnover early, but if you're going to have turnovers against this Weber State ball club, you want to do it dead ball situation, set your defense coming the other way.
Wildcats with the ball to our right. Guma down underneath, cut off by Hodges. Jump pass, knocked free and stolen. Hodges tipped it, then grabbed it with 2 hands for the steal. MSU into the front court. Davian Brown has had a very hot hand the last couple of games. Steps up for a topside 3. Short. Rebound knocked out. And it will be Weber State ball.
Pretty good look there for Davian Brown. Creates his own shot with a little step back. Unable to get it to go through, and Weber State will come back at us.
Another good crowd out here today. Bobcats have been very good in terms of the crowd support. Here's a little runner. This one tipped free, loose, and Pat McMahon wins the hustle loose ball. That's one of those 50-50 balls, and Pat McMahon was on the positive side. Hodges out at the right wing. Hands it off for Christian King, making his 8th start of the year. Gets inside, knocked free, out of bounds, and another turnover. Ooh, those have cropped up early here for Montana State in the first 70 seconds. No score between the Bobcats and the Wildcats.
Yeah, the Cats haven't got their offensive rhythm here. They're not moving the ball quite the same as they have been and what we've seen when they're successful. A little too much bounce. Got to find ways to get that ball moving.
Well, that'll be a storyline we follow as you go forward as these games continue to ramp up. When you're only going to have a point or two margin, sometimes that slow start or fast start could be the difference as Jed Miller picks up the foul with an active hand. Touched the ball and the forearm at the same time. So Miller picks up his first foul.
I thought Weber State might make an argument there looking for a shot, but Vartiainen just didn't get into a shooting motion far enough, apparently, to draw the official's eye there.
Here's Sane, the strong-bodied point guard who turns down to the mid-post. Hands it off out at the free throw line. Suarez, swarmed by McMahon, has to get rid of it. 3 to shoot. Sane down underneath. 1, bounce pass down low. The Bobcats take it away. They're going to call it a shot clock violation. Would have had it anyway. And the Bobcats come the other way to scoreless game. 18 minutes to go, first half.
Yeah, no points, but 4 turnovers. Each team with a pair already. Both teams have had 3 possessions. Both teams have a 0-for-1 mark and a couple turnovers.
MSU with the ball to our left as they look to get it set up. Here's Miller off a screen. He's open. Buries the 3. Jed Miller so cool, calm, and collected. First Wendy's 3 ball of the day. Bobcats strike first. Weber State with the ball to our right. Suarez with the handles against King. Spins inside, goes up, got blocked. King with a one-on-one defense, then with a block, and now here comes MSU with the coaching staff urging their pace on. McMahon, the rack attack, floats it up, left it short. Vartiainen got up there with the contest, went straight up with some contact, but that was mostly, again, straight up, and Weber gets the stop. Paschal throws up to the top for Sane. Goes over to the right wing, then into the right corner. Paschal catch and shoot 3. High arcing shot is good. Deuce Paschal, that's a true freshman right there out of Portland, Oregon. Averages 3 a game, and he scores 3 points on that shot.
Yeah, he started early against Montana. Had 5 early points, got 7 for the night.
McMahon doubled, passes out of it. Long skip pass to the left corner for Brown. Lob into the post. King makes the catch, leans in, banks it, no, but draws the foul. That was good. Very within the system there between Brown and King. King will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Looks like that one against Goma.
Yep.
And this Weber State team has really got two bigs that they want to play the vast majority of the game. 2.5 if you count Burgess, as he'll check in right here. So any foul against front line for them, they're pretty thin on that mark.
Billings Clinic Bozeman is a proud sponsor of tonight's MSU men's game. Your health and wellness are Billings Clinic Bozeman's priority, providing expert medical care that makes a difference. First free throw for Christian King is good as he looks to continue to find his rhythm here at the 27-point game against Eastern Washington and has been quiet since. Next free throw is good. King knocks them both down. He's got 2 points. MSU has a 5-3 lead over Weber. 16:50 to go, first half. Sane driving a kick. Paschal curls into the lane, gets the rack, lays it up and home. Boy, that is an athletic, true freshman. Boy, oh boy, getting in like that. Bobcats on the move from right to left. Jed Miller to the right wing. Throws around to McMahon. Then to King on the left wing. Throws over to the right wing. Ball moving around the perimeter. Then to Miller. Then to Hodges all around the arc. Over to King on the right wing. He finds himself open and drills the three. That is that smooth within-system shot the Cats have been hoping for out of Christian King.
Yeah, every single guy touched the ball in that possession. King steps into a three on ball reversals. Like, that is this team's offense when it's rolling.
Driving a kick, right corner three. Sane missed it. High arcing rebound. Hodges won it. Then it was poked out from behind, and Weber State recovers. Then it was knocked free by Miller. Brown picks it up. He's running in transition. One-on-one. Going to the rack. Pump fake. Pivoting. Fall away Jay. Rimming no. Rebound jostled. Hodges in amongst the trees, and he comes out of traffic with it. What an effort by Hodges. MSU on the move, and Miller draws the foul as Sane tried to reach around and knock it free. Let's take a break. Chris Hodges bringing some energy. Christian King knocking down shots. And the Bobcats have an 8-5 lead against Weber State with 15:40 to go in the first half. Back after this, the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Ribbon Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Ribbon Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Great houses start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage with Sarah Kelzer and team at Rate. She is Bozeman's trusted mortgage specialist with 20 years experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
Jerseys to hats and more fan favorites. Find everything you need to gear up for game day at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position at the Brick. 15:40 to go first half. Bobcats leading the Weber State Wildcats 8-5. Brian, what are you seeing?
I think I'm seeing a lot of energy on the defensive end. Chris Hodges all over the place. Jed Miller, his typical self. And on the offensive end, that last possession was the one that goes on the teaching tape. The ball touched everybody's hands. Multiple guys touched it multiple times. And you end up with Christian King stepping into a three-pointer off of 2 ball reversals. That is what this staff wants to see out of their offense. And when that happens, it's just unguardable.
McMahon ripping it down from the left wing. Gets into a post, down to the mid-post. Double team help, kick out. Brown, right wing three. No good. Rebound tipped and one. Hodges again got his hand on that rebound. Didn't come down with it, but he gave his team a chance. Suarez spins to the left shoulder against Miller, runs into a double team, goes up and banks it home. Took advantage of the mismatch, and Edwin Suarez, who averages 11 a game out of Puerto Rico, his first 2 points.
And that's what we were saying about transition defense right there. That was kind of a slow secondary break, but it still leads to good offense for Weber State.
Yeah, if you run out, sometimes you can get that mismatch, then you got to take advantage of it. King, left wing, right wing three. That's no good. Rebound, and the Bobcats come out with it. Hodges, Brown, and Miller touched it. It's Miller who's going to get credit for the rebound. Hodges now out of the right wing. Gives it up to the top four, McMahon. Dials up a right wing three. Front iron, no. Hodges tips the rebound again to King. Wow. Chris Hodges on the glass tonight has been very impressive. Miller hands it off for Brown on the left wing. Dribbles with the left hand down to the left block and had it taken away, then stripped out of bounds, and it'll stay with Montana State with 6 to shoot as Jaden Stepp checks in. Chris Hodges goes to the bench. Hodges with 3 rebounds and an assist already. Also Seth Almenrud on for Davian Brown, who's been scalding hot lately. He starts 0 for 3 tonight, but very in-rhythm shots from him.
Yeah, good looks at it. Hodges' rebounding has got to be replaced here. Stepp and King are going to have to step into that.
2-1 on the clock. King gets up for a runner. That's a little bit too strong. Missed it from the right block, and Weber State has the rebound. Bobcats up 8-7 over the Wildcats. 14 minutes, 15 seconds to go first half. Coaching staff reacting to a mismatch down low. Now Sane dials up a flat-footed three. Ian Sane knocking it down. He is 36% from downtown. That's his 29th three of the year.
And that's another secondary break kind of option. That's where the Bobcats have got to be locked in early in the clock.
Into the post, Stepp, double team, lays it up, and draws the foul. Came up short, but got hit in the back. So that foul goes on Trevor Henning, his first out of Mount Si High School up in Washington.
Former home of young Patterson, who
Tyler Patterson,
spent 5 years here.
Now playing overseas, knocking down shots on the other side of the globe. Jaden Stepp knocks down the free throw. Stepp has played a Big Sky season high for him, 19 minutes in each of the last 2 games. Really coming along. Howie Keene get ready to check in. This next free throw is no good, and Weber State has the rebound. We're going to see a little more Howie Keene after he played well. Jeremiah Davis out with that elbow injury. He's in a sling, but a big smile and supporting his teammates well on the bench right now. 10-9 Wildcats, 13:39 to go first half. Down into the left corner. Sane dribbles it out on the left wing. Bounce pass down to the left block. Little double team action. Toss up to the top. Hennig gets into the lane. Goes to the rack. Lays it up. No. Offensive rebound by Burris. And we got to travel. Went up. And he realized he had nowhere to go with it. Came back down and still held out of the ball. Howie Keene in and Pat McMahon will get a rest. So now we got Keene, Almenrud, Stepp, Christian King, and Howie Keene, and Jed Miller on the floor.
Yeah, and Christian King kind of blocked that shot by Burgers, but he didn't knock it out of his hands, so you gotta let it go.
Miller out of the right wing with the Bobcats down 1. Miller, right wing 3. Front iron known. Got his own rebound down to the right block. Kick out, left corner. Almenrud for 3. That one no good. Howie Keene had the rebound knocked free. Picks it back up, out to Miller. Again, that one's true. Third time's a charm. 2 offensive rebounds, and Jed Miller connects on the Wendy's 3 ball.
Yeah, and the Cats right now are dominating the glass.
Sane puts it up and in. Out of control, right-handed layup. Little bit of contact. Good job following the whistles there with Jaden Stepp on the defense. Miller gives it over to the right wing for Christian King. In a tie game, it's 12-all with 12.5 to play in the first half. Stepp against the guard, working into the lane, banks it home. Smart play by Jaden Stepp. He had the smaller point guard Sane on him, and he takes advantage. Bounce into the left corner, 3 balls up. That one's good. That's Vartiainen, one of the great three-point shooters in this league, and he was left wide open.
Yeah, and it's all in transition. Weber State hasn't scored a point with 20 or fewer seconds on the shot clock, but right now they're just killing the Bobcats in transition.
Step inside, reverse layup, gets it to go. Once again, he had the point guard Sane on him. That is a mismatch in favor of Jaden Stepp. He takes advantage, very in control. Bobcats up 1.
Yeah, 5 quick points for Stepp here, helping the team offensively as well as defensively.
Stoppage coming as we get under 12 minutes to go in the first half. Layup by Sane is no good. Got his own rebound back out to the top. Into the lane now. Hennig forces it up. That one's no good. We got a whistle and a foul on the floor. Fighting after that rebound. And it's Jaden Stepp who is hit with his first, and we will take a break. The First Interstate Bank broadcast position. All right, we got a good back and forth battle. 4 ties 3 ties, 4 lead changes early on in this one. 11:43 to go in the first half. Bobcats leading the Wildcats 16-15. Your list of Bobcat basketball presented by Learfield.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built, Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems, Bryant, whatever it takes, Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning, Carrier, turn to the experts, Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time, Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces, and NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
Pickleball is the fastest growing sport in the U.S. for a reason. It's instantly fun, easy to learn, but can take years to master. And Pickler Bozeman's state-of-the-art indoor facility is truly spectacular. 13 courts, a full gym, and shower facilities with tons of space for private events and parties. Drop in and see what everyone is talking about. Take the cold out of winter and join the fun. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 11:43 to go in the first half. Montana State leading Weber State 16-15. Brian, what are you thinking about?
I think right now it's Montana State's transition D that's really the only thing that's got Weber State where they are. Bobcats have given up 11 of 15 points in transition situations, and then that's just something they cannot do and be successful.
Into the lane, Jaden Stepp with some defense, and it's out of bounds. Knocking it away from Paschal. The Bobcats have the ball. I think Jaden Stepp was anticipating he was about to get called for a foul the way he looked around when he heard the whistle.
Yeah, it's kind of been his MO a little bit here early in league play, but he was able to just do enough to cause the turnover.
MSU with the ball to our left. Here's Almond to turn the corner with a lefty dribble down into the paint. Reverses back down to the block. Now gets rid of it with a bounce pass to King. Takes it to the top of the King. King inside. Blocked from behind. Out of bounds. Going to Weber State. That was one of the true freshmen, Ardarius Grayson, on the defense. So they're playing two true freshmen with some regular minutes. That's Grayson out of Oakland and Paschal out of Portland.
Yeah, and Grayson played for Damian Lillard's travel team out of Oakland, and it'd be a natural that he'd come to Weber State.
Vartiainen, topside three. That's no good. Rebound, Christian King. The Bobcats move from right to left with a 1-point lead. Just under 11 minutes to go, first half. Miller gives it to King at the top. Back to Miller. Then to Stepp. Hand off Miller, top of the key. Fires into the post. Stepp makes the catch and got stripped, knocked out of his hands. Paschal came in with the active hands. Weber State off the turnover. Grayson bounces it into the right corner for Suarez. Works his way down to the right block. Bounce pass into the lane. Catch is made and a foul. Jaden Stepp was there with the defense, and he will pick up his second. Big second foul there on Jaden Stepp with 10:32 to go in this first half. That'll bring Chris Hodges back into the game.
Boy, it looked pretty good. I'd love to see a replay of that. I thought Jaden did a nice job of going vertical and trying to stay away from dropping an arm. The official said he twisted his upper body, and that's what created the foul.
First free throw's no good. Sometimes I feel like officials see a player get hit, so it naturally, if you get hit in the stomach, you're going to naturally lean forward a little bit. And sometimes I feel like that's what gets called.
Yeah, no doubt that. And sometimes you just anticipate something's going to happen, and that's human nature. It's part of what it is. It goes both ways, but that's a tough one for Jaden Stepp because it puts him on the bench for a lot of this first half.
Vartiainen splits the free throws. He's up to 4 points. Averages 12 a game. That's second on the squad. This thing tied, 16 points each, 10:29 to go, first half. MSU with the ball to our left. Here's Brown on the drive, gets down to the right block, and it's tip free and a steal. I'm just laughing at Coach Logie, who says thank you after the call.
Yeah, there was some contact there as David Brown got deep along the baseline and lost control of it. It's a pretty easy call, and Weber State got 14 fouls.
Bobcats inbound on their own side into Hodges in the right corner. He's playing with a heavy motor today. Handoff for Brown. Back into the right corner. Here's Howie Keene. Bounce pass along the baseline out to Almenrud. Penetrates into the paint. Kick out right corner. Keene. Open three. No good. Rebound grab by Weber State. Montana State has started 3 of 10 from 3. But boy, every shot has been right on rhythm. Grayson skip pass into the left corner. Hennig turns the corner into the lane, goes to the cup, lays it up and in with the left hand. Shifty finish for Trevor Hennig. Second-year sophomore, his first 2 points.
Yeah, good attack right there by Weber State. Pat McMahon got a ball on that cross-court pass, but just not enough.
Into Hodges, slip into the rack, goes up and dunks it home with 2 hands. First 2 points for Chris Hodges. Tremendous find by Davian Brown.
Yeah, right there. And the Cats' transition has really been effective tonight. Weber State's just been picking up Chris Hodges with the first guy at the floor. He and Stepp have had a field day inside.
Paschal throws around to the left wing. Hennig looking for room. Keene right in his hip pocket. Good matchup here for Keene. Throw back up to the top. Handoff again. Hennig gets back behind the screen, tries a 3 and rattles it home. Hennig now with 5 points. He's 32% from downtown this year. They're going to review that too, just to make sure, or that 3-point shot to see if he was on the line. Here's Brown up to the top of the key. Turns the corner, going to the rack. Right-handed layup is good. Boy, what a veteran player. Davian Brown, his 168th career game. Had missed a couple of jump shots. Finds a way to get to the rack.
Right, and that's a veteran player. He says, you know what? Jumper isn't falling for me. Let me get myself going here. Easy turn of the corner and easy little 2.
Around to Hennig on the right wing. Guarded by Keene. Backs it out a bit. Hennig on the drive, gets into the lane, goes up, lays it good as he tumbles down. And that's another strong finish by Trevor Hennig.
Yeah, and Howie Keene's having a hard time guarding the smaller guard. Weber State has just created 3 straight isolation plays, and he's got 7 points.
Out to the right corner, McMahon working that right baseline, gets into space, now throws it back out. Keene hands it off for Brown, turns to the free throw line, gets his back to the basket, kick out, right corner 3. McMahon, no good. Keene had the offensive rebound and then it was knocked out. Well, it looked like one of those ones where they could have called the foul because Keene got his arm grabbed, but they just give him the possession.
Yeah, just possession there. And 4.7 seconds on the shot clock, so that McMahon 3 caught some backboard but didn't catch rim. Cats are going to have to operate quickly.
Miller with the inbounds pass from the baseline, surveying, looking. Triggers it into Hodges, and a foul.
Holding foul
on Suarez. That's a big call. That'll reset the shot clock.
Yeah, give him 20 seconds instead of 4.
That's huge. So now the Bobcats can settle in and run a true offense here. 8:08 to go first half, 23-20, Weber State leading. Jed Miller gets it into Almenrud in the right corner. Handoff for Brown, around to the left wing, McMahon. He's got a screen if he wants it, turns it down, dribbles right, handoff for Brown at the top. 10 to shoot. Brown backs it out on the left wing to reset, 7 to shoot. Brown with the dribble, 6. Brown picks up the dribble, 4. Almenrud 3 on the drive, going to the cup through contact and draws the foul. Went for the reverse layup. Didn't have much of a hope to get it in, but he does draw the foul. And another wily play by one of the veteran guards in the Bobcat blue and gold. All right, let's step aside from First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 7:49 to go in the first half. Weber State leading Montana State 23-20. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Montana State trailing Weber State 23-20. Also of note, earlier today at the Bobcat Challenge in track and field, 2 school records fell. Haley Cooey continued her record-setting weekend with a new school record in the triple jump, and the women's 4x400 meter relay team broke the program record by 1.5 seconds today in the Bobcat Challenge. So always good to see that around Bobcat athletics. We also remind you, Toyota is a proud partner of Bobcat men's basketball. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. Again, 23-20, Weber leading Montana State. 7:49 to go in the first half, and the Bobcats have free throws coming here for Seth Aumenrud.
Yeah, Montana State offensively has gotten a little bit 3 points heavy here. 11 of their 19 field goal attempts are from behind the arc. So got to find a little balance there, and then they've just got to continue to dial in their half-court defense, getting set, make Weber State go 5-on-5.
Is there a percentage or a number of coaches usually looking for in terms of how many of their shots should be from the three-point line, especially for a team like this?
Yeah, I think you're thinking a third, 40% most, you know. Every now and then nowadays things are more than that, but you know, it evens out over the course of a game. But if you get too heavy, it can be a sign that you're just not being aggressive enough and putting the defense in a position to guard and foul like Seth Aumenrud did right there.
Aumenrud knocking down both free throws to make it a 1-point game. Weber State leading by 1 with the ball. Sane, lefty dribble to the free throw line, out to the left wing. Hennig into the paint, gets down to the right block, up and in with the right hand. Boy, this patient guard penetration. They got a couple of guys about similar height, strong build, and they're just finding a way through. It's not speed. It's really more craftiness right now.
Yeah, and that's just what they're good at.
Miller down to the slipping Hodges, who rises and dunks it with 2 hands. That's 2 easy field goal makes for Chris Hodges.
Yeah, they just run high on ball screen an awful lot and then just play off that pick and roll action. And right now their guards on ball reversal are getting angles to get in the paint.
Guma at the top. Gets it out to Hennig. He's at the top of the key now. With the righty dribble behind the back. Takes it to the elbow. Handoff out on the left wing. Burris turns into the paint. Spins in. Banks it. No. Rebound tipped. And the Bobcats won it with a high motor. MSU from right to left. Trailing by 1 with the ball. 6:35 left. First half. Miller drills a topside 3. Jed Miller 3. Wendy's 3 balls in the early going. That gives MSU a 2-point advantage. Here's Sane into the lane, going to the rack, blocked by Hodges. MSU on the move. Aumenrud into the front court, into Brown left corner, back to Aumenrud, around to Miller, dribbles inside, kick out, left corner, Brown, open, 3 ball. That one's no good. Fight for the rebound, loose, out of bounds, and it's going to Weber. Another good look, though, for Davian Brown, who's been shooting at 67% clip from beyond the arc in the last 4 games. Just hasn't gotten to fall early.
Yeah, tremendous find by Jed Miller. He gets a good little penetration there, finds him on the opposite corner. That's a shot I'll give Davian every time. You feel good about it when he lets that go.
Weber with the ball to our right. Toss up the top. Vartiainen gets behind a screen and drills the 3. That's an easy look for Vartiainen. His second 3 of the night.
Yeah, the entire coaching staff lost their mind right there. It's just not paying attention to the scouting report, knowing when they go to that particular look, they're just trying to get a topside 3 for Vartiainen, and he got exactly what they drew up.
Hodges down to the mid-post. Needs to get rid of it. Oh, and a miscommunication. He threw it out of bounds. Turnover by the Bobcats. It's funny from that coaching perspective. You know, You're trying to do everything basically until that ball leaves the player's hand, and when he gets that open look, it doesn't really matter if it goes in or not. They're coaching off that.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is you draw up offense to get certain guys shots in certain places. That is a Weber State special to get Vartiainen that shot, and he's going to bury it if you give him that look, and they did not like that.
Into the lane, catch is made, and Hennig lays it in without his feet touching the floor. And Hennig having a big night, 11 points. McMahon with the ball, Cats down 3. Here's Almenrud now, bounce to step out to Miller, turns down an open 3. Coach Logie wanted him to take it as Miller's had a hot hand early. We tick to the 5-minute mark of the first half. Into the right corner, Brown ripping the baseline, gets inside, pump fake, goes up, lays it, and draws the foul. Pump fake got Burris up in the air. So Brown will go to the line for 2, and Nigel Burris picks up his first foul. Town Pump, the exclusive sponsor of the exciting Brawl of the Wild, invites you to visit a Town Pump store on your way home for gas and snacks. Safe travels from Town Pump.
Yeah, I think right now certain Cats are being a little too unselfish. Jed Miller being one of those. And I think the coaches are going to want him to look a little bit more. This might be a night where he just needs to score a little bit extra.
Brown knocks down at the first free throw. He started 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. And what did you say at the pregame show? You know, Jed Miller's a guy who says, if I need to score 24 to win, I'll score 24 to win. If I need to throw out 10 assists, I'll throw out 10 assists to win, whatever it takes. And like you said, sometimes being selfish is what the team needs. As Davian Brown knocks them both down from the free throw line. And despite a quiet start in terms of field goal percentage, Brown's got 4 points.
Yeah, and it's not selfish when it's what the team needs.
Yeah.
And that's what Jed Miller knows. He'll find his rhythm here.
4:50 to go in the first half. Weaver with the ball in a 1-point lead. It's a tight start. Seesaw affair on both sides. Lob into the post. Burris makes a contested catch and then a late foul. It's either Stepp or Miller.
I think it's Miller.
I think so too. You'd rather have that on Miller, and it is. That'll be Miller's second. It would have been the third on Stepp.
Yeah, I don't know what you want there. That's a little scary. You need Jed's leadership and offense in and around this one. He's got 9 of the Bobcats 29, but he'll take a little bit of a breather with 2 fouls.
Yeah, maybe get him to the under 4 media timeout and then trust your senior. We'll see. Here's the drive. Vartiainen into the lane, and he lost it out of bounds. Now there we go. That was a great defensive play by Howie Keene. We just talked about that similar play for him in the last game.
Yeah, it was a good read there. Christian King was a part of that as well, and Cats have made the adjustment after giving up that quick 3.
Keene going straight up, not bringing those arms down. Bobcats setting it up, down 1 with the ball. Jaden Stepp hands it off for Davian Brown on the run. Out to the left wing, dials up the 3 ball. Count it. Man, that is a sweet, sweet stroke from Davian Brown, who's knocking it down at a 44% clip from downtown. Cats back in front by 2. Left corner 3 the other way is good. Quick response by Vartiainen, who's got 3 threes. And, boy, it's raining 3s tonight.
Yeah, and again, it's that secondary action on after a make. They get up the floor and get a wide-open 3 by their best shooter. That's what they're trying to do offensively. Cats aren't taking it away.
Bounce into King, goes up, lays it, and draws the foul. Missed the shot, but heavy contact inside. Christian King will go to the line when we come back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 3:45 to go in the first half. Weber State leading Montana State 33-32 at the break. Back after this, your list of Bobcat basketball presented by Learfield.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's best cabinet shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Lumber believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Lumber, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
See every play, every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve. Advanced Thompson Vision, our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision, because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Advanced Thompson Vision is proud to be the official LASIK provider of Montana State Bobcat Athletics. Look more and book your consultation today at AdvancedThompsonVision.com. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 3:45 left in the first half. Montana State trailing Weber State 33-32 with a couple of free throws coming.
Yep, Cats have got to clean up that transition D a little bit. The offense seems to be finding its rhythm. They're getting back up over 40%, and they've made 5 of their last 7 shots. Right now it's just how do you hone in that defense, prevent the secondary break opportunities for Weber State as they are looking to come and go fast.
Women earning the win earlier today at Weber State. Team busing home now as Christian King knocks down the first free throw. Of course, we'll have Coach Binford and Coach Logie back on Cat Chat Tuesday night, 6:30 over at Montana's Ribbon Shop House. Next free throw is up and good from King. And Daniel Sally and I will be back on the Bobcat Insider podcast. We'll tape that Monday night, so you can tune in on Tuesday. Weber with the ball to our right. Guma out on the left wing. Surveys, hands it off to the point guard, Sane. Takes it over to the wing, then up to the top. Handoff Hennig, turns the corner, into the lane, down to the left block, picks up the dribble. Cats cut that one off. Vartiainen gets inside, lost it, and the Bobcats steal it. Almenrud out to Brown in transition, lays it up and in. The Bobcats were finally able to stop that penetration. They forced the turnover and a transition bucket for a 3-point lead.
Yeah, and that's where you get Weber in a half-court set there. They go deep in the clock. They're not comfortable there. They're not good there. Montana State forces the turnover, gets an easy deuce.
Sane trying to turn the corner. Keene cuts him off. Now he steps back for a left wing three and knocks it home. That is a high degree of difficulty. That's 8 points for Sane, their point guard and leading scorer. Brown at the top, around to Almenrud on the right wing. Around to Brown, top side. Get behind him, Jay. Get behind him, Jay. Cross around a screen, throws over to Keene into the left corner for Christian King, and the three ball is good. Christian King from downtown off the assist from Howie Keene, who had a fine performance on Thursday night and really what felt like kind of his true debut for the Bobcats.
Yeah, really, first debut of extended minutes. Did a great job.
Handoff underneath. No, and a foul.
I think that's going to go on Christian.
It's either Christian or Stepp. Ooh, they're giving it to Stepp, and he is frustrated. That's his third foul. Felt like one of those ones where he was straight up, he's still straight up, and got the call.
And it was King who actually reached in there. Should have been on him, wrong guy, but that'll hurt. That'll be 3 fouls. Chris Hodges come back in. He'll carry the minutes, but changes your depth in a big way.
Yeah, you're going to need at some point you're going to need kind of a third different look at the center position.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if that's you or me, but there ain't a ton of options out there with the injuries that the Bobcats have racked up throughout the course of this year.
Guma misses the second free throw. The Bobcats clear the rebound. Another good, high-effort, blue-collar rebound from Chris Hodges. Brown at the top. Steps back, tries his top side two. That's good. Man, what a veteran 11 points from Davian Brown tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about him. He's just so under control. He never is out of control.
And now they're calling a hand check foul on Christian King up top, his first.
That'll be on the ground, so no shooting. But you just never see Davian Brown. He doesn't look like he's in a rush. He's just like Darius Brown. I mean, they're just calm, cool, and collected.
Inbound into the top, back to Sane. Weber State sets it up, trailing 41-37. 1:50 to go, first half. Sane out to the right wing. Throws up to the top, off a screen. Vartiainen drills the three. Boy, just automatic right now. 4 threes from Vartiainen. and a timeout called by Weber State. It's like the same play they've run for him every time.
Yeah, I mean, it's just right now the coaches are got to be going crazy because it's just mistakes and basic scouting, and Weber doesn't run a ton of stuff. They've got 4 or 5 go-to sets and then transition, and, man, they are getting buckets off all their set stuff, which is not what you're thinking is going to happen when you prep the scout.
How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com to find out how. 1:41 to go in the first half. Montana State leading 41-40. So right now, Weber's offense, which averages 80 points a game, is winning that tug of war against the Bobcat defense, which is second in the Big Sky, allowing 71 points per game.
Yeah, and Weber's shooting 8 of 10, 80% from behind the arc is just going to drive you nuts. Like, that's something you can't beat. Vartiainen, who's a one-trick pony, catch and shoot three-pointer, he's 4 for 5. He's had 4 looks without a hand anywhere near his face, and he's going to make those shots. He's a great shooter.
MSU with the ball to our left. They are still up by 1. Brown out on the right wing. Final 90 seconds of the half. Around to McMahon. Dribbles to the free throw line, curls in, goes to the rack, lays it in. Smooth take by Pat McMahon. 2 points, first 2 points for Patrick McMahon.
Yeah, they've been doubling him anytime he catches it inside, so he's got to face up a little bit and attack from the perimeter.
That was decisive by the Alaskan. Sane down to the right block, turns, floats. That one's no good off the inside of the iron. Boy, got to a spot, couldn't quite finish over Almanrud. McMahon ahead of steam, crosses into the paint, works on Burris, spins in, banks it. Good. Could have been a foul, didn't get the call, doesn't matter. 4 quick points for Pat McMahon, 5-point lead in the final minute of the first half.
And Weber up the floor in a hurry coming the other way.
Vartiainen looking for room, picks up the dribble against McMahon, bounce to Burris at the top. Handoff for Paschal. Picks up the bounce, gives to Vartiainen, and he lost it. Recovered by Guma, 10 to shoot. Cats closed out defensively there. Guma backing down to the baseline. 5 out to the top. Sane puts up the 3 ball. That's no good. Put back is good. Nobody boxed out. Deuce Paschal, the freshman. That shot was more of a pass off the rim from Sane at the end of a shot clock.
Yeah, he was just hoping to get it up there. Cats will take a quick 30 here, 15 seconds to go.
At First Interstate Bank, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you. Member FDIC. So 45-42, Montana State leading. And right now, Davian Brown with 11 points, Christian King with 10, and Jed Miller with 9 leading the way. On the other side, Vartiainen 13 points on 4 threes, and Hennig has 11. He's 5 of 7 from the field. So Vartianen's been the guy from beyond the arc, and then Hennig's been the guy driving in. And now on the other side for Montana State, trying to get a bucket on the final possession of the half.
Yeah, and I'd say right here you're going to put the hands in Davian Brown's hands and then kind of give him a screen or something, but you're just going to play off, let him create and make something out of nothing. You got 15 seconds. You don't want to shoot this before about 5 or 4 seconds on the clock so that you can have a chance at an offensive rebound, but not give Weber State a chance to try and tie it up.
All right, so here we go. 13 seconds and running. Davian Brown holding at the top, now 10. Brown still holding with 7. Initiates the offense 6. Dribbles right with 5. Out on the wing 4. Down inside into the lane, going to the rack, and blocked out of bounds.
Oh, no.
Brown goes down hard. It's going to Weber State with about a second left.
Oh, no. That one did not look good.
He's kind of holding that left leg. And he's going to get inspected underneath the cup. So we'll see here. Davian Brown down, and they are holding that left leg, left knee area. He is in a heap of pain. I couldn't really see what it was underneath.
Yeah, it just felt like as he drove in there, that plant leg collapsed on him, which is never obviously a good thing. Coach Logie down there with training staff to take a look.
So many injuries for this squad this year. Kind of feel like they've paid the piper in injuries so far this season. Walker Botch, Kevin Holden, now Jeremiah Davis on Thursday, and Davian Brown down right now here on this Saturday night with less than a second left in this first half. So he's underneath the basket, and Coach Logie and trainer Jordan are over there right now talking through it, and yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's a good team. They compiled a lot of phenomenal talent here, and they're kind of getting into a place now where, I mean, what else were you supposed to do if you're this coaching staff? I mean, you've brought in such a great collection and depth and size and, versatility, and boy, it just keeps getting kind of cut out from the knees.
Yeah, it's just really difficult. You build a roster, and you can't have too many guys, because if you have too many guys, you don't have enough minutes and you lose chemistry. So you want to have 8 to 10 guys, but as you're losing bodies, it's one of those things where you'd really like to not lose as many bodies as they've been losing, and it just means more and more extended minutes for guys, as David Brown having a little hard time putting a little weight on that.
Yeah, he's being helped off, not putting any weight on that left leg. That ankle's kind of hanging pretty limply right now. He looks like a man who is in a lot of pain at the moment. They're walking him back across the floor because they'll go take it back to the full trainer's room rather than back to the locker room at halftime and get him checked out with the medical staff. And, it's painful. I mean, that's what you do. You put your body on the line in this game, and you hate to see it. You know how much work goes in over the course of an offseason and a career, especially for a guy like Davian Brown, who got that extra waiver year. Howie Keene will check in for Brown. And Weber will go the length of the floor with less than a second. So,
yeah, you don't want to foul here is your biggest thing. Don't put him on the line. Force him to make a heroic shot or effort. Definitely make sure you know where Vartiainen is. He's the scariest guy if he were to catch it.
Weber to inbound. They get it in, and that's it. No shot off. All right, we'll take a break. Well, a hush over the crowd despite the 3-point lead. Davian Brown going out with what appeared to be a painful lower body injury, and we'll see where that goes. But certainly disappointing for a guy who had a good first half, has had a great season, and really rooting for that young man. All right, let's step aside. Bobcats leading the Weber State Wildcats up 45-42 at the half. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
The brand is one of the most recognized in healthcare. The fact that we've been in Montana for over 80 years shows our strength. I'm Lisa Kelly, president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. I'm proud that we have the local presence, and yet we're also very fortunate to leverage the size of our larger organization, including innovative products and services at the larger national level, and be able to bring that to Montana for all of our members in the future.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe at halftime. Bobcats leading 45-42 against Weber State, but kind of a hush over the crowd after the injury to Davian Brown, and didn't look great. It's an injury to his left leg, and didn't put any weight on it. And I mean, look, Brian, that's kind of feels like the story here. Now Montana State's going to have to regroup. They're going to have to figure out a way to fight through here, and you're going to have guys logging some serious minutes. There have been a lot of injuries to this team, and there's just totally out of your control.
Yeah, I'd say right now with Jeremiah Davis out and Davian won't play again today for sure, you're talking about, I think Seth becomes your backup point guard. You're going to have Jed in there every second you can, but Jed's going to have to, he's going to need some rest somewhere, and Seth is going to probably back him up, and you're going to get some interesting lineups is what you're going to see going forward, and that's the tough thing about injuries, but Cats have just had so many this year.
And kind of fluky here. That's just a guy driving to the rim there. Kevin Holden at Utah State had one of the Aggie big men just fall on the outside of his ankle. That was tough to see. Jeremiah Davis had his arm caught on a defender or an offensive player, and just hyperextends his elbow. And for Waka Bacha, an undisclosed situation, but it wasn't any of his fault or any preparation. So it just kind of feels like one of those things where the basketball gods are just not shining any sunshine right now.
Definitely not on the injury front for Montana State, and it's one of those things, there's just nothing you can do about it. You're talking about soft tissue injuries and things that just suck, frankly.
Yeah.
And as a group of guys, you rally around one another, and when you see one of your teammates go down and he's not going to play again today, just like with Jeremiah on Thursday, you're saying, man, what are we going to do? Who's playing what? Cats have played 8 guys tonight, and they're going to be down to 7 realistically in the second half.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll get you some scoring from this game, and some scores from around the Big Sky. But first, a timeout. Bobcats leading the Weber State Wildcats 45-42. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
If you want variety, great prices, and sales, stop by your local Town Pump. Coors and Miller 18-pack cans and bottles, $18.99. Pump It Up members save an additional $2, only $16.99. Town Pump, convenient and right down the road.
Town Pump, right down the road. Pump it up, oh yeah.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Montana State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Keaton Gillogly back with you at the break. Bobcats trailing the Weber State Wildcats 45-42. Bobcats were led the first half by Davian Brown, who got injured at the end of that first 20 minutes. He went 4 of 8 from the field. 10 points for Christian King tonight on 2 of 5 shooting. He's also knocked down 4 free throws. Jed Miller, 9 points, 3 Wendy's 3 balls. Chris Hodges, 4 points, 7 rebounds. He's got 7 of the 13 rebounds for Montana State. 4 from Pat McMahon, 2 from Almond Rood, and 5 from Jaden Stepp. Bobcats shooting 54% from the field, 6 of 11 from downtown. That's 40%, and 9 of 10 from the free throw line. For Weber State, 55% from the field, 73% from the three-point line. They're 8 of 11 and 50% from the free throw line. They're led by Vartiainen, who's got 13. Hennig has 11, and Sane has 8. All right, we'll step aside. More to come at halftime. Montana State leading Weber State 45-42. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Down Pump, who pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road. Pump it up, oh yeah.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
Your holiday decor is down and suddenly your house looks very January. Kohl's can help you bring the spark back. No twinkle lights needed. Save on bedding that feels like a snow day. Decor that'll boost the mood. And sharp vacuums because, yes, you're still finding pine needles. Get an extra 15% off some of your faves store-wide. And beat those winter blahs at Kohl's. Select styles. Offer ends January 25th. Some exclusions apply. Coupons do not apply to Shark. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe as we get ready for the second half. We're about 5 minutes away from the start of the second half. Bobcats leading the Wildcats 45-42. Some of the other scores from around the Big Sky today. A couple of finals already in. Portland State survives on the road again. They beat Idaho 69-66. Portland State is now 7-0 on the season. Eastern Washington beats Sac State 75-67. Eastern is 3-4 in Big Sky play. Montana beats Idaho State 69-60. They are 6-2. And then Northern Colorado trailing at Northern Arizona to start the second half. NAU up 40-36. NAU looking for their first win in Big Sky play. And the women winning earlier today 92-72 at Weber State. So that's what we've got going on around the rest of the Big Sky. We got a little bit more time to be able to give you some of the top 25 scores from around the country. Number 8 Gonzaga leading at the half up 36-25 against San Francisco. Number 19 Kansas up 37-35 at Kansas State today at halftime. Arizona goes to 20-0. They beat West Virginia 88-53. They are number 1 in the country. UConn goes to 19-1 with an overtime win against Villanova, winning 75-67. Number 11 Purdue won a barn burner at number 11 Illinois beat number 4 Purdue 88-82 earlier today. Number 7 Nebraska is undefeated. They're 20-0. They beat Minnesota 76-57. And Georgia was upset today against Texas, losing on the road against unranked Texas, falling 87-67, giving up 57 points in the second half. All right, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball. Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe as we get ready for the second half. Fewer than 3 minutes before the second half begins, so we will step aside, come back, be ready to go. It's 45-42, Montana State leading Weber State at the Brick. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
At Northwestern Energy, we're committed to helping all of our service areas thrive.
Because these communities are more than just spots on a map, they're our homes too.
From hosting charity events and funding local scholarships
to leading economic development projects, we'll continue to donate our time and resources
to help deliver a bright future for everyone.
For more information, visit northwesternenergy.com/inyourcommunity.
Know what's below? Tab, click, or call 811 before you dig. Brought to you by Montana811.org. Montana State leading Weber State 45-42, but Davian Brown going down with an injury in the final second of the first half. Didn't look good, and the team came out seeming decent. We're pretty emotional here, Brian. You imagine this might be a serious injury for Davian Brown, but we don't want to speculate too much. But you can tell right now the emotions are riding high for this Bobcat team.
Yeah, they're really at the top, and you've got to play 20 minutes against a team that's desperate and highly motivated. Bobcat defense has got to carry the day. They can't give up 42 points in the second half and expect to get out of here with a win. The defense has got to shore up. You've lost a key scorer for the rest of this contest, and so your ability to score in the 40s and a half are limited without one guy going ballistic. They've got to lock in on that end and find a way to hold Weber high 20s, low 30s, and then score enough to win it.
So Weber State inbounds the basketball, and we are underway in the second half. And boy, feels like the whole season's hanging in the balance after the injuries this weekend to Jeremiah Davis and Davian Brown. Into the post, Guma goes up, banks it, no. Fight for the rebound, tipped out, and won by Seth Almenrud. Good hustle by the Bobcats there. And boy, when you face adversity like this, you either rise up or wilt, and we're going to find out what this Bobcat team is made of tonight. Pat McMahon down into the left block. Kicks it out, tipped, and stolen, and Weber State is on the move the other way. Bounce pass underneath. Sane lays it in transition. Sane now with 10 points, and Weber down by 1. Bobcats with the ball.
Yeah, got to take care of the ball on the offensive end. Pat McMahon got just a little loose with it, and Weber goes the other way for an easy deuce.
Seth Almenrud starting in the second half in place of the injured Davian Brown. Bobcats essentially down 3 starters plus their first man off the bench. Out to the top, Almenrud throws down into the left corner, works that left baseline, gets inside through contact, and could not finish. Weber with a rebound and a chance to take the first minute of the second half. Sane slipped, and they just give the lottery ticket to Christian King, his second foul.
Yeah, a little contact there knocked him down. And Montana State offensively here, it's got to find that rhythm coming out of the second half. That ball movement was pretty good last possession. Just a little bit casual on the finish, and you don't get anything out of it.
Weber State going to work. Sane at the top. Moves left around the screen, out to the wing. Hand off to Vartiainen on the left wing. He lost the handle, recovers on the sideline. Up top to Guma, 8 to shoot. Guma trying to turn inside, gets into the post against Hodges, turns left shoulder. He lost it, dives for the ball, kick out top side. Late shot clock 3, no good. Pat McMahon high points the rebound with 2 hands. MSU on the move from left to right. Leading by 1, Jed Miller. Into the right corner for Pat McMahon. Dribbles with the left hand down to the left block, spins into a double team, and he got bailed out of the foul.
He got bailed out in a big way right there, and Goma is a little bit put out that foul was called, as is Eric Duff.
I don't blame him.
Pretty bailout call there. Cats will take it.
He came around like he was a running back taking that ball from a quarterback. McMahon down to the right block, back to the basket, turns left shoulder, hooks it up. Oh, and it swirled off, tipped out of bounds, going to Weber State. Man, Cats now have had a couple of shots at the rim where it's been everything but the finish. And for a team that feels like they have been punched in the heart at halftime. Weber with the ball to our left. Suarez throws back up to Sane. Out into the right corner. Here's a 3. No good. King had the rebound tipped out of his hands, and Miller picks it up on a bounce. Miller to King. Into the right corner. Almenrud turns into the lane. Draws a bump. Kick out McMahon. McMahon working on the left sideline as Logie works the officials. McMahon into the lane, goes up, and he is able to get it to fall. Boy, what a tantalizing shot. Hopped on the rim 3 times before it went in. Bounce into the post. Guma against Hodges. Double comes. Kick out Sane. Tries a 3, and it's good. Sane's got 13.
Yeah, you got to come harder. It's Sane there. He's one of 2 guys Weber State has that's going to shoot that 3 at a high percentage. Seth Almenrud a little bit late getting there.
Foul underneath. Logie feels like his working of the officials is paying off. Vartiainen in the ear of the stripes now. So Vartiainen picks up his first foul. This game is tied, 47-all, 17:05 to go in the game. Into Almenrud in the left corner. Around to the right wing. McMahon takes it to the free throw line, and he lost it, turned it over. Weber on the move. Suarez in transition. Missed the layup. Miller had the defense. The Bobcats get it back. Great effort by Jed Miller, who's going to be asked to give a Herculean effort here in the second half.
Yeah, that right there is stealing a basket. As if anything, Jed Miller somehow able to get enough pressure to force the errant shot and the missed rebound.
Into Hodges down mid-post left side. Double team comes. Jump pass out to Almenrud. Dribbles right hand down to the right block, gets inside, banks it, left it short. Hodges grabbed the rebound, and we got a jump ball. Hodges with a psychotic smile, like he's ready to go. I want more hits, more contact, more fight. Amsterdam Meat Shop, proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics in the Gallatin Valley. Bobcats inbound the ball in a tie game, 16.5 to play. Handoff Miller, right corner. Oh, and he dribbled it off his foot. Turnover.
Yeah, 4 minutes, almost 4 minutes in the second half. I like the pace. I think the defense is locked. It's just a function of getting a little bit more offensive rhythm for Montana State. Keep this defensive effort going.
Weber with the ball to our left. Guma looking to hand it off. McMahon there chasing Sane. Now Sane does get the handoff, gets into a double team, bounce him to the right corner. Vartiainen drive and kick, catch and shoot 3 at the top. Baskel can't get it to fall. Guma offensive rebound. Kick out Vartiainen, back into the post quickly. Here's Suarez, turns inside, banks it, no. And Hodges tips the rebound to Miller. Man, the motor by Hodges on the glass has been a sight to behold. Miller, topside 3 ball. No good. Tipped out of bounds, staying with MSU. We'll take a break. This Bobcat team feels like it is hanging on a cliff's edge by its fingernails. Are they going to pull themselves up, or fall off? We'll find out in the next 15 minutes and 53 seconds of this ball game. Montana State and Weber State tied at 47. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. After this, you're listening to Bobcat basketball presented by Learfield.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Whether it's game day or work day, Montanans count on strength, precision, and reliability. At DoorTech, we bring the same championship mindset to every garage door we install, service, and repair. Rooted in 6 generations of Montana grit and committed to excellence, we're proud to serve the Gallatin Valley and proud to cheer on the Bobcats. DoorTech, rooted in family, committed to excellence, focused on you. Come see us at our new location in Belgrade, 195 High K Street, or visit DoorTechMT.com.
Bobcat basketball is brought to you by Kendall Ford of Bozeman, a proud sponsor of Montana State Athletics. From your seat at the game to your driver's seat, enjoy every minute when you're ready for something new. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great. 15:53 to go in the second half. Montana State and Weber State tied at 47. Brian, what are you seeing here?
Yeah, I'm seeing a team that's really fighting with themselves, honestly, like the emotions of what's happened here, and you want to play within yourself. You want to do the things that you've been doing, but you also recognize, hey, we lost a pretty significant person here a minute ago. Are we going to have to do a little more than we expected? And they're just wrestling with themselves a little bit, and hopefully they can play through that here over these next 16 minutes.
Yeah, Davian Brown going down with an injury at the end of the first half, not putting any weight on his left leg. Jeremiah Davis down with what we hope is a short-term injury suffered on Thursday. Bobcats inbound the basketball. Miller gets it into Almenrud out in the right corner. Turns to the top of the key. Goes back over to the right wing for Jed Miller. Works his way out. Still on that right side. Bounce down to Hodges. Runs into a double team. Kick out top side. 6 to shoot. Into the left corner. King pumps the 3. Rips the baseline. Gets into the paint and floats it home. Man, what a possession that was. Christian King now with a dozen.
Really nice play by the sophomore there. Veteran guy, played in the Big Ten a year ago. You can tell that experience is the kind of thing that shows up on a play like that.
Bobcats going to need some consistent production from Christian King with the absence of Brown. Inside a block. Christian King got up there and knocked it away. So they got the bucket and the defense. Now the Cats moving the other way. Howie Keene left open for 3. That one's no good. Miller high points the rebound, then it got taken away underneath. Toss ahead. Guma in the paint. In deep, and he stepped to the baseline. The Bobcats forced the turnover.
It's interesting when you have an injury like that, one team goes down because their comrade's hurt, and the other team thinks, oh, hey, we got an opening here, and you can see some frustration building on their faces as they can't figure out a way to get the lead, even though the Bobcats are pretty shorthanded.
Both teams have hit only 2 field goal makes in this second half. Weber State 2 of 9, Montana State 2 of 7. MSU into the front court. Miller up to the top. Bounce to King on the left wing. Back up to Miller. Has the dribble. Throws over to Christian King. Back to Miller. 10 to shoot. Miller into the lane. Stops. Pops. Jumper is good. Jed Miller starting to find the stroke again. He was scalding hot in the first half. First bucket of the second half. MSU up by 4.
Cats have kind of turned the corner on the emotion here. Christian King, big bucket, a block and a rebound has inspired his team and lifted the spirits a hair.
Into the lane, Burris is good on the right-handed layup, going right at Jaden Stepp, who has to play a little loose with those 3 fouls. Miller spots up, right wing 3. Rimming, no. Ooh, Jaden Stepp would have had the rebound if he didn't catch that extra hop as well. Weber into the front court, Sane. Turns down to the left block, gets in underneath, can't get it to fall, and we got a foul. Jaden Stepp putting up some great defense, not fouling, and then Guma coming over the back. He picks up his 3rd foul, and that was Seth Almenrud with a box out. MSU with the ball up 51-49, 13:56 to go in the game.
Yeah, great hustle play. You're seeing the team start to rally now around knowing, hey, we got to get every rebound, we got to get every loose ball. You always feel that way, but you feel that extra urgency starting to arise.
Yeah, you really sense that margin of error has completely evaporated because of the injuries. Miller, right corner three. Book it. Jed Miller's got the look of a killer in his eye now. Cats up 5. Logie pumping up the crowd, which is responding. Drive and a foul. Howie Keene got up and fouled Edwin Suarez. Keene picks up his first foul.
And Howard's had a little bit of a tough night on the defensive end here. When you're a freshman, man, there's so much happening out there. And here's a young man who had played kind of sparingly, then gets a bunch of minutes on Thursday night with Jeremiah's injury, and now he's going to get a bunch more, and he's going to grow up in the cradle of fire here over the coming couple of weeks.
Free throw's no good. The Bobcats have the ball going from left to right. 13-1/4 to play. MSU up by 3. This is one of those games that you'll chew down on the fingernails of. Almond at the top, into the lane. Stops, turns, floats. Back iron, no. Rebound, Weber State. That was a good idea, good shot. Sane on the move. Cut off by Christian King. Turning. Throw back out to the top, Hennig. Out to the right wing. Vartiainen crosses over, stops at the elbow. Takes a contested jumper and it rims home. First bucket for Vartiainen in the second half. He's got 15.
Yeah, Cats look winded here a little bit. Howie King, Jaden Stepp playing more minutes than usual. Both guys look like they're ready for immediate timeout.
Mid-range jumper is good. Jed Miller rolling. He's still got enough lift on that jumper right now despite the tired legs.
Yeah, and Jed's just saying, I'm not going to let my team lose. Long way to go, but he's lifting the spirits.
Just raw emotion right now for the Bobcats. Suarez into the paint on Stepp. Can't finish. Stepp got the stop, tipped out the rebound, and Howie Keene picks it up. MSU into the front court, under 12 to play in the game. Miller, transition 3. Boom! Jed Miller, the heart and soul of the Bobcat blue and gold.
Even Pat McMahon at the scorer's table is just laughing. Jed is just doing everything he can do to try and keep his team alive.
Sane out of the left wing and a foul away from the ball. And that'll take us to a stoppage. That kind of takes the air out of the balloon, but Jed Miller coming back to a hero's welcome on the Bobcat bench after that Wendy's 3 ball. Let's step aside for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 11:35 to go in the game. Montana State leading 59-53 over Weber State. You're listening to Bobcat basketball presented by Learfield.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University in the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
At Intermountain Health, we believe life is a circle. May yours surround you with insight, a healthy perspective, trust, and reassurance. The belief that our differences aren't that different, and compassion just when you need it most. Life is a circle. May yours help you live the healthiest life possible. Intermountain Health.
Fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at the MSU bookstore, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. The MSU bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org or on campus in the Strand Union building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at the MSU bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase goes directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students. Go Cats!
We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position with 11:34 to go in the game. Montana State leading 59-53 over Weber State. Town Pump, the exclusive sponsor of the exciting Brawl, the Wild, invites you to visit a Town Pump on your way home for gas and snacks. Safe travels from Town Pump. Jed Miller is heating up. He had already kind of solidified himself as the heart and soul of this team, but now with all of the injuries, some of these threes he has hit, man, oh man, you could just feel it, and the raw emotion is on display for this team and these seniors.
Yeah, without question. Pat McMahon checking back in here as he's going to see what he can contribute to this too. I think Jed's not going to be able to do it by himself. He's going to need other guys to step up. Even if he tries to carry the offensive load, guys got to carry every other load. And he's got to be careful not to get in foul trouble.
Jed Miller with 19 points tonight, 10 in the second half already through the first 8.5 minutes. Bounce pass down to the baseline. Burris double-teamed. Hands it off. Artianen behind the screen. Misses the three. Rebound tip. Offensive board. Back up and in. Burris able to put it in. Bobcats were down there hustling. Just tipped it into the hands of Burris.
Yeah, it was a good defensive possession. Jed Miller actually skied up, trying to keep it alive, and just unfortunately went right back to Burris.
Almenrud at the top. On the drive. Down to the left block. Doubled. Kick out top side. Around to Keene. Into the right corner. McMahon rips the baseline. Gets into the paint. Kick out left side. Almenrud. Tough angle. Three falls. Seth Almenrud pouring it home. Hennig into the paint. Cut off by Stepp. Jacks up the shot and got it to go. The prayer was answered, and Hennig has 13.
Yeah, and Cats just discombobulated there defensively. Had no matchups in transition and makes it too easy.
Steps past, tipped, and stolen, and Weber State running from right to left. Sane into the lane, going to the rack. Blocked from behind by Jaden Stepp. Montana State on the move. They've got 5-on-4 numbers if they want it. Almenrud, transition three. Book it. Listen, the Cat Country. 65-57. MSU leading. 10.25 to go.
Big transition right there. Almenrud back-to-back threes. Stepp just, you see how perfectly he placed that pass in his shooting pocket.
Into the lane, Sane had it knocked free, recovered, and then Almenrud got inside and forced the jump ball. It'll stay with Weber State, but great disciplined activity inside by the Bobcat defense right now.
Yeah, really good job by Montana State there. Seth Almenrud making a play after making back-to-back threes.
They put 20 on the shot clock. They're saying it was a change of possession.
Yeah, Seth had the rebound, and then the Weber State guy comes in to tie him up.
Up to the top, Burris, around to the left wing. Sane dribbles right, and then they called a foul on Jaden Stepp, and that's his fourth. That's a huge call.
Yeah.
Intermountain Health, formerly known as SEL Health in Big Sky Country, is proud to be an official health partner of Montana State Athletics.
Yeah, Hodge is going to have to play big here. He's done a great job of rebounding the basketball tonight. He's already got 8 boards. Bobcats could use maybe a double-double out of him if he could pile in 6 points late.
Weaver with the ball to our left. Sane work with the left-handed dribble into the lane. Toss to the free throw line. Hennig down to the right block. Toss into the post. Burris makes the catch. Help defense comes over, and they called a foul underneath.
Yeah, there were a lot of guys taking a swing at that shot.
And Pat McMahon is the one who connects his first foul.
There were like 3 Bobcats trying to block Burris's little inside jump shot. No one got a hand on the ball, but apparently Pat McMahon got somebody.
Burris at the line. First free throw is no good. Which schools will win the Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the upcoming year? Check out how your favorite school is doing at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Winners announced in June 2026. The Learfield Directors Cup powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics. Free throw is good. Burris splits the pair. 5 points for Nigel Burris, all in the second half.
And Weber's now in a position where they're starting to press the Bobcats, knowing that you're down to one true point guard on the floor at any given time.
7-point lead for the Bobcats, 9:28 to go in the game. Now they're really coming out and focused on Miller. Around to Almenrud on the left wing. One-on-one, steps up for three. And they called a foul. And it's going to be Trevor Hennig. And Almenrud will go to the line for 3 free throws.
Boy, that was a late whistle, and the official that was 6 feet away didn't blow it. It's the guy across the court there. It's obvious that he got hit on the arm. Pretty surprising how long that took.
Almenrud knocks down the first free throw. So
they only call that a 2-shot foul? Or
do they?
I don't think so. There's no way.
Yeah. No, he's got 3. Second is good. So Almenrud up to 10 points now. Logie right up there coaching the players, the other coaches, the fans, and the officials. Next free throw is good. So Almenrud hits all 3. He's up to 11. Almenrud is a perfect 18 of 18 from the free throw line this year.
Yeah, and they're going to need his offense, not just in this half, but going down the stretch. He's got to become a double figures guy. He's totally capable. He's played 75 college games. He's ready to step into a big role.
It's up to a 10-point lead, the largest of the day for Montana State. Into the post. Suarez goes up, could not finish. Hodges had the defense and the rebound. Miller down the left sideline. Turns the corner. Kick out King. Dials up the right wing 3. Ring it up. Timeout, Weber State. Eric Duft is beside himself and on the cusp of a technical. Boy, he walked right up to the edge. We'll step aside for the First Interstate Bank time broadcast position. 8:53 to go in the game. Montana State leading 71-58 over Weber State. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee owned and serves southwest Montana with 9 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's Best Cabinet Shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
Vaping or using tobacco, QuitNowMontana.com is here to help with free personalized tools and support anytime you need it. You can connect with trained coaches, get tips that work, and find the motivation to keep going. Thousands of Montanans have quit, and you can too. It's free, confidential, and it works. Visit QuitNowMontana.com today and start your journey to a healthier you. From the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, 8:53 to go in the ball game. Montana State leading 71-58. And Brian, Bobcats have grabbed a little momentum here.
Yeah, the offense has triggered it. The defense has been tremendous here in the second half, but the offense has been otherworldly. Cats 5 of 8 from 3, 3 for 3 from the line. They're shooting 56% overall. And on the other side, they've held Weber State 1 for 5 from 3, 36% from the field. They've done what you got to do to win games, and they find themselves with a 13-point lead.
It's another good crowd here tonight. Bobcats leading the Big Sky in attendance. Sane at the top. Working to his right against Miller. Gets inside and blocked. Oh, and they called the foul. Oh. Third on King.
Wow.
I mean,
that's rough.
Yeah, that was all ball up top, and I saw a very clear space there between the body.
Well, and I thought there was a screening foul. Jed Miller's trying to guard Sane as he drives to the paint, and Goma just stepped in and leveled him. No call on that. That's pretty clean on the block. That's an all-around struggle.
Yeah.
From a Bobcat perspective right there, but
all right.
Sane's an 86% guy from the line, not the guy you want there.
15 points for Sane. Bobcats have really had a lot of intensity inside defensively, which can be good, but it also does open you up to some fouls.
Yeah, Bobcats just got to continue the pace here offensively.
Yeah, the official was giving it back to Logie just as much as Logie was giving it back to him, and then the official gets to decide when that conversation is over and walks away. Miller gets it over to King on the right wing. Down to the right block for Hodges. Back to the basket. Back in. Kick out King. Puts up a three. Puts it in. Bobcats are dynamic from downtown right now. 6 of 9 in the second half.
Yeah, and the freshman Paschal to help down on Hodges when King is standing there. Bad decision by the youngster.
Now Grayson, the true freshman, off the bench, knocking down a topside three for his first bucket of the night. He only had 2 total points in the last 2 games.
Yeah, Bobcats had a chance there after the King three to take some pressure off, but Weber State answers the bell, cuts it back to 11.
Miller over to King, turns into the lane, kick out Howie Keene, out to McMahon, slices into the paint, goes up with the right hand and finishes it off. 8 points for Pat McMahon today. 13-point lead for the Bobcats, 7:30 left. Left wing, Hennig on the drive and a hand check. Keene got beat, just put his hands right on the offensive player. That is a textbook call. Second foul on Keene. All right, let's take a break. Do the Bobcats have enough to push this thing over the finish line despite the injuries? We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position with 7:27 to go in the game. Bobcats leading the Wildcats 76-63. You're listening to Bobcat basketball, presented by Learfield.
Who's ready to experience Montana's high alpine like never before? This winter, Big Sky Resort unveils Kirkcliff, a stunning 2-story glass observatory at the summit of Lone Peak, surrounded by unobstructed views spanning 3 states, 2 national parks, and countless mountain ranges. The most thrilling part of the experience, standing at 11,166 feet on a transparent glass floor. Plan your visit to Big Sky and experience Kirkcliff, redefining what it means to experience Montana's high country. Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Rib and Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Rib and Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, mobile banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats.
On the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country? Download the free Varsity Network app, available on Apple and Android with new features this season. It's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. Davian Brown is out. Jeremiah Davis is out. Kevin Holden is out. Waka Mbach is out. Who's in? For the Bobcats, it's Jed Miller, Seth Almenrud, Pat McMahon, Christian King, and Chris Hodges on the floor. 76-63, MSU leading with 7:27 to go in the ball game. Weber State has free throws coming up. And, Brian, with this group on the floor, with what's available for Montana State, how far can this team go?
They're going to go as far as Jed Miller takes them, let's be honest. I mean, he is the heart and soul, but he's also their best player right now. Pat McMahon is a stellar player. Christian King, Seth Almenrud, other guys are going to step into that role, but they are 100% going to go where Jed leads them.
Hennig knocks down the front end of the 1-and-1. So he earns another. That shot is good. He's only 63% from the line, but Hennig finishes it off. 16 points for Trevor Hennig today. 11-point lead for MSU. 7:23 to go in the ball game. Jed Miller has it out, pestered by Sane. Bounce pass over to the right wing. And Miller gets it back. Up to the top. Here's McMahon, 10 to shoot. Hands it off for Miller. Back to McMahon. Down to the right block. Push shot off the glass, no. And Weber clears the rebound with a chance to make it a single-digit deficit. The freshman Grayson, bounce pass underneath. And Guma with a tough finish for his first field goal. 76-67, 6:45 to go in the game. Miller calls out the play.
Do the Cats have enough in the tank to handle limited numbers and got a transition defense against a team that plays so up-tempo?
Into Hodges and a foul. They called that on the floor?
Yeah, I don't think he made the attempt to shoot. Yeah, if he'd have just thrown the ball, he'd have got the...
Yeah. Well,
good foul by Hennig there, actually, to pin his arm and just not let him get it up.
So if he lets go of the ball, are they going to give him the shot? I mean, what else is he doing? Standing underneath the rim, raising his hands. Into Hodges, down to the right baseline, handoff for Miller. Working out on the right wing, shuffling along the perimeter. Takes it down to the right baseline, pulls up, 10-foot jumper, got it. Ted Miller, man, just won't be denied. 21 points for the Jedi Master. And he's got a fifth 20-point game in Big Sky play. Burris down to the left block. Puts it up. Can't finish. McMahon on the defense. Offensive rebound. Back up. Good and one. The foul is on Hodges, who looked like he was trying not to foul.
Yeah, it looked like he had conceded the layup
after
the offensive rebound, but just good, really strong effort play there by Goma, who's able to convert.
Just sensing a lot of that kind of anticipation inside on some of the calls as Guma knocks down the free throw to complete the three-point play. 6 minutes to go in the ballgame, 78-70. Montana State leads it. Emotional night, raw night with the injuries. Davian Brown out, injured at the end of the first half. Handoff for King, no. Hands it off to McMahon instead. 10 to shoot. McMahon over to the left wing for Miller. 5 to shoot. Back to the left wing, McMahon. Dials up a three. Off the iron, no. Hodges the rebound for MSU. Jump pass out to Miller. Out to no-look pass. Almenrud can't finish the three. And Weber State has the rebound. What a pass, though.
Now, I think he might have distracted Almenrud with...
Oh, no! Sane lost his balance, and because Almenrud was in the building, he gets called for the foul. And we'll see a 1-and-1 from Eon Sane, the best free throw shooter on the team.
Yeah, it's automatic 2 points. He just doesn't miss free throws hardly ever.
And the front end is good. Well, he doesn't miss free throws, but sometimes he misses his step, which is why he fell. 5:21 to go in the game. Montana State leads at 78-71. And now it's 78-72 as Sane puts it in.
Yeah, a lot of free throws here. Weber State's only made 2 field goals over the last several minutes, but they've gotten to line 7 times, and they've made all but 1.
Can the Bobcats limp across the finish line tonight? They lead it by 6 with the ball, 5:10 remaining. Almenrud over to McMahon, working on the left wing. Into the left corner, back to McMahon. Around to the right wing with Miller, makes a two-handed catch, 8 to shoot. Miller up to the top 6. Miller into the paint, pulls up, jumper, good. Jed Miller starring tonight. 8-point lead for MSU. Crowd back to life again. Sane, left wing 3. That's good on the response. He's up to 20 points. 5-point advantage for MSU. They've led by as many as 14. Miller slashing across the timeline. Takes it over to the right wing. Dials up an NBA 3. That one's no good. And the rebound won by Weber State. Wildcats push it. Grayson hands it off on the right wing. Sane can make it a one-possession game. Dials up with 3. Missed it, bricked it. Hodges the rebound. Here's Miller, turn to the corner. Out to King. Transition open 3. No. Rebound Weber. Logie was going to call a timeout if it went in. 5-point lead for MSU. Weber with the ball. We've got our under 4 media timeout coming at the next whistle. It's all hanging in the balance here. Into the lane. Pass underneath. Shot is up. That is good. Guma able to finish as he got the mismatch. Miller taking a deep breath for a second as that ball bounces around. Jed Miller across the timeline, and the Cats will use a timeout. Joint Chance New Kids Club presented by Bellick's Clinic Bozeman. Your $50 membership fee gets game tickets, Bobcat gear, and more. Sign up today at msubobcats.com/champs kids club. Do the Bobcats have enough in the tank to get this thing into the win column from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position? 3:28 to go in the game. MSU leads it 80-77 with the ball. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's best cabinet shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
Qdoba Bozeman is a proud partner of the Montana State Bobcats. Make your winning play at Qdoba. Show your spirit with your own salad, quesadilla, bowl, burrito, or nachos, and all your favorite toppings. Score big and add free guac and queso to your entree anytime, any day. Hungry yet? Stop by Qdoba at 855 South 29th Avenue right after the game for the ultimate flavor MVP.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 9 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
The Bozeman Come On In Hotel and Suites is a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics. The Montana State Alumni Association Come On In allows you to escape the ordinary while enjoying their numerous hotel and guest room amenities. Visit ComeOnIn.com to book your stay today. Also on the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country? Download the free Varsity Network app available on Apple and Android with new features this season. It's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. From the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, 3 minutes, 28 seconds to go in the game. MSU leads 80-77 over Weber State. Brian, how do the Cats get this thing done?
They're going to have to do it on the defensive end. That's what got them that big lead here a few minutes ago, and it's why the big lead has disappeared. Bobcats do not have margin for error offensively, so they've got to do it on the defensive end.
Jed Miller 1 point off his career high with 23 right now. Pat McMahon out on the left wing. Oh, wow, they just tugged his jersey. Everybody in the gym could see it. Handoff for Almenrud. Over to Miller on the right wing. He's playing so hard right now. Miller down to the right sideline. Pulls up 12-foot jumper. No good from that tough angle, and Weber State has the rebound. Chance to tie or make it a 1-point game. Grayson dribbles right. Steps back. Topside 3. No, and he fouled. Oh! Miller wasn't even close. Grayson kicked his leg out, and Miller gets tagged with a foul, his third. I would love to see a replay on that. Here it is. Here's the replay.
Looked like Jed was moving a little into him, but
he was jumping toward him. No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Grayson's leg kicked out and kicked Miller, and then he crumpled. So
I'm not even sure there was contact.
If there was, it was Grayson's leg touching the outside of Miller's foot, and it was the outside foot that he kicked out, which you cannot do, and has been something that was, highlighted by officials. So that's a bad call. It's a missed call. And now we see 3 free throws here to tie the game. First 2 are good for an 82% free throw shooter. Okay.
It is what it is. The game is likely tied. 3 minutes to go. What are you going to do offensively to get where you need to go?
Now it officially is tied at 80 points each, 2:55 to go in the game. And for the Bobcats, I mean, you just feel like you have all the adversity you could possibly have. Throw it onto your shoulder with the injuries. And the official saying we're seeing it differently to Coach Logie. All right, here we go.
He won't see it differently when he watches the tape.
Jed Miller has the ball. Bounce pass to McMahon at the top. Takes it to the elbow. Posting up. Bodying in. Kick out Almenrud. Works the baseline. Over to Step. He goes up. Banks it no. And the rebound for Weber State. They got a chance for the lead here with 2:30 remaining in the game. Sane into the left corner. Working the baseline. Bounce pass, drop pass underneath. Layup is good. Burris puts it home. And this desperate Weber State squad has taken their first lead in quite some time, up 82-80 with 2:25 to go.
19-4 run right now for Weber.
Step underneath. Kick out for Almenrud. He's wide open for three. In and out. Boy, Jaden Stepp had a good layup look and could not get it up. And now Weber has the ball with a chance for a two-possession lead with 2 minutes to go in the game. You hear the crowd trying to make some life, make some noise. Out on the right wing. Toss to the left wing. Here's the drive. Pascal can't finish. Miller had the defense. Almenrud the rebound off a tip. Jed Miller into the front court. Bobcats down by 2. Miller with the dribble. Calls the play. Goes to his right. Gives it to McMahon on the left wing. McMahon into the lane. Posting up. Spins left shoulder. Lays it. Good and one. Pat McMahon would not be denied underneath. He's tied it with a chance for the lead at the line.
Big play by Pat McMahon. Right now, anytime Jed gets a ball screen or any kind of handoff, they're going to try and trap him, get it out of his hands. He gets it to Pat McMahon there and just says, go. And Pat takes it to the hole and finishes strong.
Serving all your garage door needs, DoorTech is raising the door on quality. For the lead. It's good. McMahon's got 11, 83-82 lead for MSU. Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats. Timeout, Weber State, as the Bobcat fans were coming to their feet. See every pulse-pounding, buzzer-beating play in astounding detail with a patient experience that's second to none. Experienced doctors and advanced technology. Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK cataract surgeon of the Bobcats, is your home for laser vision correction. Learn more at VanceThompsonVision.com. All right, Brian, here we go. The situation is 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the game. MSU leads 83-82 over Weber State, and Weber has the ball using a timeout here.
Yeah, and right now Montana State's got to dial in defensively what they want here and how they're going to guard it. They'll stick with the same 5 on the floor. The challenge has just been a little bit of penetration here. It's been Grayson, it's been Sane, a little bit of Paschal. They've got to keep those guys out of the lane, because when they get in the lane, it's when those drop-offs occur and they're getting easy buckets by their bigs.
34 points in the paint for Weber State tonight. They were making a living off the 3-ball in that first half. Free Milk is a nutrient-rich product. It contains 13 essential nutrients from vitamin A to zinc, all of which are important for a healthy immune system and overall wellness. That's 13 nutrients with seemingly endless benefits. Reach for milk and make every sip count. Bobcats lost Jeremiah Davis to an elbow injury on Thursday. They lost Davian Brown to a leg injury at the end of the first half tonight. And Montana State just fueled by raw emotion and love of their teammates right now. Have a 1-point lead. Crowd to their feet. Weber with the ball. Sane with the dribble. The Western Washington transfer. Goes to his right. He's on the wing. Minute remaining. Drives to the rack. Lays it up. And it rattles home. Sane with 22. Bobcats have the ball.
Yeah, Weber just forced the switch. Got the matchup they wanted. Had Sane just go one-on-one.
Under a minute remaining. Bobcats down 1 with the ball. Jed Miller gives it to King. King turns the corner down to the left block. Spins left shoulder. Steps in. Banks it home. What a decisive finish there by Christian King. Coach Logie uses the timeout. That's what the Bobcats need from Christian King tonight and going forward. And Christian King with his second 20-point game in Big Sky play.
Yeah, and they were going to need someone other than Jed Miller to do something. And right there, Christian King did a great job. He got that one. Pat McMahon got the one before that. And the Cats are rolling here, one stop away.
Bobcat fans, your support through the Bobcat Collective powers NIL opportunities for our Bobcat student athletes, helping them thrive on and off the field. Join today and make a real impact.
So how are you going to handle the ball screen right now? Because they're going to take Sane off another ball screen, try and force a switch. You'll go off the side of the big. You've got to be able to figure out what you're going to do with that. You're going to trap it, one possession, throw something at them they haven't seen tonight? Or if you just continue to switch, where's the help in the rotation coming from to make sure Sane just can't waltz in, get himself to the rim?
Saints had a phenomenal ball game, 22 points tonight. Their leading scorer. He's from Everett, Washington, transferring over from Western Washington. He's his first year here at Weber State. 42 seconds to go. Bobcats leading 85-84. Got to have your defensive stops now. Miller, 23 points. King, 20. McMahon, 11. Almenrud, 11. And Brown, before the injury, had 11.
5 guys in double figures. That's a huge number of guys.
And one of them only played the first half.
Yeah.
All right. 12-second differential between the shot and game clocks. Bobcat fans answering the bell. MSU needs one more stop. Sane. Bent over the bounce to the top against Jed Miller. Goes right around his screen to the wing. Goes back to the left wing. Back to Sane. Dribbles with the right hand. Trying to turn the corner on McMahon. Gets in deep. Bouncing to the corner. And he stepped on the sideline and turned it over. Grayson in the left corner. Stepped on the left sideline and turned the basketball over. MSU with a 1-point lead. Shot clock off. 28 seconds left.
Yeah, and the Cats' adjustment on the ball screen was to switch Steppen McMahon. So McMahon took the big step. Took Vertiainen and just stood in the corner next to him so they could switch it successfully. Took away Weber's set.
Now the Bobcats still have to get it in and get it across the timeline here. Christian King looking to get it in. Gets it into Keene. Back to Christian King. Over to Jed Miller. Looking for room. Back to Christian King. Takes it across the timeline. Then down to Almenrud on the baseline. Brings it back out and draws the foul. And Seth Almenrud will go to the line for some of the biggest free throws of the year.
Yeah, it's still going to be a one-possession game regardless of the free throws, so Cats are going to have to watch out. Weber State with the timeout, Cats with the timeout as well.
85-84, MSU in front. 18 seconds left. Howie Keene to the bench. Almenrud, Miller, Christian King, Jaden Stepp, and Pat McMahon on the floor in closing time. Everybody else on their feet right now at the brick as Seth Almenrud goes to the line. Should be a 1-and-1.
And Weber State puts as good a shooting lineup as they can put on the floor. All 4 guys that have more than 2 threes on the season are on the court at this moment.
And the front end is good. One more for Almenrud, trying to make it a 3-point game. Both teams still with a 1 timeout. That's through. Almenrud is a perfect 20 for 20 at the line. 3-point game. Cats need to stop. 15 seconds left. Weber with the ball. Hennig drives. Goes up. Block. Jaden Stepp denies. Picked up by Burris. He floats it home. Timeout Weber State. Got the initial block, but could not control the loose ball. We got a 1-point game. 9 seconds left. MSU will inbound.
Oh, that was so close to a game-clinching block and rebound. Jaden Stepp just couldn't quite hold on to that rebound. And all of a sudden, you got a 1-point game, 9 seconds to go. So you're going to set up your inbounds play to get the ball to who you want to shoot the free throws. I would assume Seth Almenrud or Jed Fish are your guys. That's who you want to shoot these free throws if at all possible. And then from there, it's just one more defensive stop to get out of here.
All right, let's pause quickly. 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball. Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position with 9.4 seconds left. MSU leads it 87-86. Looking to inbound the basketball and having to go the length of the floor. Miller from the baseline. They throw it along the baseline.
Oh, my God!
And I think the clock started when they passed it on the baseline when it's not supposed to, so they had to pause and stop and now restart.
Yep.
Which stinks for the Cats because now Weber knows what the play is.
Well, the play got changed because you can't do that twice in a row. Just an unfortunate error there on the shot clock, or on the clock.
Into Miller, and he is fouled. So Jed Miller, who has made some of his great Bobcat memories at the free throw line in his career, will go to the stripe here for an incredibly consequential 1-1. 87-86, MSU leads it with 8 seconds left. Man, these are the games that lap a few days, months, and years off at the end of your life.
Well, and then the question becomes, are you going to foul in transition? It's a little early with 8 seconds. Usually you want to do that under 5, but, boy, with what you got going, it may be something to think about.
Front end of the 1-1 is good. Jed Miller, the Jedi Master.
Yeah, he is no longer a Padawan. He is a full Jedi Master.
It's good. All right, 3-point game, 8 seconds left. Weber State and the foul. Jaden steps in. Hits the foul. That's his 5th. Heck of another ball game for Jaden Stepp, who's found his rhythm now. Hodges in. Crowd gives Stepp a round of applause. Well deserved.
Yep. Cats with that quick foul, so Weber will shoot 2. Unfortunately, the guy shooting them is their best free throw shooter. But you've got your best rebounders out there trying to find a way.
First free throw is good from Sane, who is 87% from the stripe this year. All right, to make it a 1-point game with 6 seconds left. It's good. 6 seconds left. MSU to inbound. They get it into Miller, and he draws the foul, and we'll go back to the line.
And we will play that game until there's no time on the clock, as long as Montana State continues to make free throws.
All right. Well, this is why they shoot free throws at the end of practice, because you usually got to shoot free throws at the end of games. Last couple of ball games against Montana and Northern Colorado and Idaho State, MSU has done a very nice job of hitting their clutch, crunch time free throws. They're double-checking the clock. And they're double-checking the fouls. They've got 10 on the board. And they're saying it's actually 9, so it's a 1-1.
Yeah, I thought it was 9 because it was 10-8 last go-around. So Jed Miller knocked down the first one, knocked down the second one, and then the Bobcats are likely going to try and foul in the backcourt as well.
All right, another colossal 1-1 for Jed Miller in a 1-point game. No good on the free throw. Fight for the rebound. Miller won it. Jed Miller missed the free throw, got his own rebound. Oh, and he is as fired up as we've ever seen him. There was no other Bobcat on the line, and that was Jed beating 4 Wildcats, and he's cramping up right now.
.2.
Jed Miller wanted him to call a timeout to try to, and he's going to get it with the review of the clock.
Clock review, huge help right there for the Bobcats. Stretch out Miller's calf so he can hopefully make these 2 free throws this time, and then they're not going to foul because with only 2.2 seconds left, Weber's going to be looking at a half-court shot. Take your chances on that one.
So Jaden Stepp is helping Jed Miller right now stretch out that calf. Jeremiah Davis is jogging back over to the water cooler. He got some water, and now he's coming over as well with some of that icy hot. So he'll rub that icy hot on. I mean, look at it. All the teammates right now are around Jed Miller. It's like, he's running one of those, like, marathon 100-mile races, and everybody is just around him as his support crew right now.
Yeah, he just took a pit stop, and the whole NASCAR pit team is in there right now. Changing tires, lube oil filter. Get out there and make some free throws. We got to win this game.
Oh, my gosh. What a rebound by Jed Miller. He misses the front end of the 1-1, and he still beat 4 Wildcats for a rebound. He beat 4 guys for a rebound.
Yeah, that's not going to feel very good in the Weber State film session come tomorrow afternoon. But boy, howdy, what a bunch of heart, man. This guy right here, he's ridiculous. 16 points in the second half. He's just made every play possible throughout conference, but even more so here as we've gotten into these last 2 weeks.
Jed Miller with a new career high, 25 points. Previous was 24 against Northern Colorado in the Big Sky opener.
Cats still have a timeout too, so if they want to set their defense at all, they can do that. 3.1 on the clock, so they did add almost a second.
First free throw is good. Boy, you just hear a pin drop when he gets ready to put that thing up. That almost is as unnerving as anything else. All right, 2-point lead. Sainz double-checking any moisture on the floor.
I think it's called ice the shooter if you can do it. But he's already got icy hot on that calf, so he's good.
All right, here we go. We'll let the crowd tell you if this is good or not. 3-point lead. Jed Miller knocks it down, 91-88, 3 seconds left. Bobcats back it up. Weber needs a 3 to tie. Overhand pass. Picked up, Jed Miller. He jacks it up, and it's good. No good. Bobcats win it. Jed Miller picks off that long pass, and tonight was Jed Miller's night. Davian Brown got hurt at the end of the first half. Jeremiah Davis got hurt on Thursday. Bobcats have battled injury, battled adversity, and Jed Miller steps up and once again proves that he is the heart pumping the blood through the soul of this Bobcat team and program. What a game. 91-88, Montana State wins it, and we will step aside as the Bobcats improve to 7-1, 13-8 overall. Weber State falls to 10-11, 4-4 in Big Sky play. We'll step aside as Montana State wins 91-88 over Weber State. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Montana State Athletics. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Visiting West Yellowstone during the winter is a rare treat. The snow-covered landscape, frozen waterfalls, and frosted trees create a surreal winterscape. You'll enjoy our renowned hospitality, authentic Montana cuisine, and unmatched recreational opportunities. We encourage our guests to recreate responsibly and plan ahead to ensure a memorable trip. Plan your experience at DestinationYellowstone.com or YellowstoneDestination.com.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Go Cats!
Bobcat Basketball has been brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality, Montana State University, Mountains and Mines, and by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, this is Bobcat Postgame.
Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe following a miraculous, emotional, raw victory for the Bobcats, 91-88 over Weber State. Davian Brown getting hurt at the end of that first half, and you could just see the emotion on the team's face and the kind of the way they were playing. But, I mean, Brian, they found a way after seeing Brown go down to make some plays, and Jed Miller, man, made more plays than anybody else.
Yeah, and it's funny because he made the shots, he made the rebounds, he made the free throws. He did all those things, but what he did is he led his team. And you watched when he went to huddles or even after the handshake lines, like the team just embraces him. It's just crazy what he's done to build the camaraderie of this club. And as good as his offense is or his rebounding or his steals, it's his leadership that's the difference.
He had the interception of that final pass to ice it. He hit the late free throws. Montana State goes 19 of 21 from the free throw line in the victory tonight. All right, we'll take a break. Coach Logie will join us in a bit. We'll get you some highlights as well. But first, we step aside as Montana State wins it 91-88 over Weber State. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Congratulations to Montana State Bobcats football FCS champions. And now it's time for your championship moment. Never before seen in Bozeman, it's the game time proposal event at Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers. Get the ring she'll say yes to and get a 75-inch Samsung TV with your purchase. Plus, you also get the anything promise. If anything happens to your ring, we've got it covered. Free. Make the winning move at Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers in Bozeman. See us for details.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built, Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems, Bryant, whatever it takes, Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning, Carrier, turn to the experts, Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time, Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces, and NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Jedi Master wills the Bobcats to a victory tonight, 91-88 behind his career-high 27 points. Christian King had 20. Bobcats shoot 52% from the field, and most importantly, they go 19 of 21 from the free throw line. The only miss in the second half, 10 of 11, was the front end of a 1-and-1 from Jed Miller, who then out-rebounded 4 Wildcats to get the ball back and put this baby on ice. Man, what an emotional game, and now Montana State sitting at 7-1. And, Brian, they announced 3,782 in attendance tonight. Bobcats number 1 in the Big Sky in attendance, and that will rise now.
Yeah, the Bobcat faithful have been tremendous, and this team's going to need it. You're down to 7 basically guys that are going to play until Jeremiah Davis gets back, which you hope is next week, but feels more likely to be the week after. And you're just going to need everything you can get to get there, man.
Yeah. All right, let's step aside. We'll have Coach Logie here in a moment. We'll get you highlights in just a bit as the Bobcats win it 91-88 over Weber State. And for Montana State, it's now their 5th straight win in the all-time series against Weber. Back after this, after Cats' victory, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
See every play, every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve. At Vance Thompson Vision, our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision. Because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Vance Thompson Vision is proud to be the official LASIK and cataract provider of Montana State Bobcat Athletics. Learn more and book your consultation today at VanceThompsonVision.com.
Who's ready to experience Montana's high alpine like never before? This winter, Big Sky Resort unveils Kirkcliff, a stunning 2-story glass observatory at the summit of Lone Peak, surrounded by unobstructed views spanning 3 states, 2 national parks, and countless mountain ranges. The most thrilling part of the experience, standing at 11,166 feet on a transparent glass floor. Plan your visit to Big Sky and experience Kirkcliff, redefining what it means to experience Montana's high country.
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State Athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, mobile banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats.
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Rib & Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Rib & Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
The fact that we've been in Montana for over 80 years shows our value and that we are here to stay. I'm Lisa Kelly, president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. We strive to be there for our members through all of life's journeys, from having a baby to starting a business to even in later ages when looking for Medicare options. We're there at every moment to support our members in sickness and in health. We're there no matter what. It's beautiful.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe as the Bobcats win it today 91-88 over Weber State. We are joined now by head coach Matt Logie. And coach, we can certainly see the emotion from the team coming out after that Davian Brown injury, and what a performance from Jed Miller down the stretch here. What does Jed Miller mean to your team and to your roster right now?
Everything. I mean, he just epitomizes the attitude that we want this program to be about. And it's been incredible to watch him do it. It's been incredible to watch his teammates rally with him. This team has been through so much, more than anybody even knows. And they just keep showing up and stepping up for one another. And couldn't be prouder.
Going into that halftime, I can't even imagine what you guys had to talk about just to reset the emotions to come back out the second half.
We talked about our attitude. You know, all that we can control is what's here and right now in the moment that we're in. And in the moment we were in, we had a 3-point lead with 20 minutes to play and an opportunity for other people to step up. And, you know, our guys did that. They got stops when we needed it. Jed obviously carried us for much of the second half. Christian King, gets out of his slump. Seth Amnerd had a huge second half. All these guys know how to do is compete and work and trust each other and love each other and commit to it and serve each other. And those are our core values, and I've never been prouder of a group.
The other thing that was huge was your team defense in the second half. We were, especially in, say, the first 15 minutes of that second half, the team defense just seemed to be relentless in terms of their execution.
Yeah, I mean, that's what allowed us to build the lead. We said one of these two teams is going to, pick up the defensive end. Both teams were playing incredibly well offensively, shooting the ball at a high rate. I mean, what an incredible basketball game to watch as a fan. As a coach, you're struggling trying to figure out how to get stops. But our guys battled. We had some really good, wall-ups at the rim and forced some misses. And I thought we did a great job on the glass. I mean, we got, I think, 38% of our misses on the offensive glass on a night where we were shooting really, really well. And then we stepped up and made free throws, 19 to 21 from the free throw line.
Coach, congrats on the win. Thanks for putting together such a resilient bunch. I know Bobcat fans are very, very appreciative of it, and that was a heck of a ball game tonight.
Thanks a lot. Go Cats.
All right, that's head coach Matt Logie. We'll take a break, one final timeout, and then we'll come back and wrap it all up with highlights and more. Montana State wins it 91-88 over Weber State. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Williams Homes, we're more than builders. We're family. For over 30 years, our name has meant quality, care, and homes built to last for generations. Because buying a home isn't just about today. It's about your future. Right now, we're locking in prices on move-in ready homes. No surprises, no shifting costs. Plus, for a limited time, it flex cash for closing costs, upgrades, HOA fees, or a rate buy-down. Your dreams deserve a strong foundation. Williams Homes, built by our family for yours. Visit williamshomes.com.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org. Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee owned and serves southwest Montana with 9 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe as the Bobcats win it tonight, 91-88. MSU is now 13-8. They are 7-1 in Big Sky play. Weber State falls to 10-11. They are 4-4 in conference action. The Bobcats are on the road next, coming up this week. But before we look ahead to that, it's time now to get to our First Security Bank highlights of the game. We can take a listen to those right now. Here's Miller off a screen. He's open. Buries the three. Chad Miller so cool, calm, and collected. First Wendy's 3-ball of the day. Bobcats strike first. Miller, then to Hodges all around the arc. Over to King on the right wing. He finds himself open and drills the three. That is that smooth within-system shot the Cats have been hoping for out of Christian King. Miller, then to Hodges all around the arc. Over to King on the right wing. He finds himself open and drills the three. That is that smooth within-system shot the Cats have been hoping for out of Christian King. Jaden Stepp hands it off for Davian Brown on the run. Out to the left wing, dials up the 3 ball. Count it. Man, that is a sweet, sweet stroke from Davian Brown, who's knocking it down at a 44% clip from downtown. Cats back in front by 2. Vartiainen gets inside, lost it, and the Bobcats steal it. Almenrud out to Brown in transition, lays it up and in. The Bobcats were finally able to stop that penetration. They forced the turnover and a transition bucket for a 3-point lead. Miller, right corner 3, book it. Jed Miller's got the look of a killer in his eye now. Cats up 5. MSU into the front court, under 12 to play in the game. Miller, transition 3. Boom! Jed Miller, the heart and soul of the Bobcat blue and gold. McMahon into the lane, posting up, spins left shoulder, lays it good and 1. Pat McMahon would not be denied underneath. He's tied it with a chance for the lead at the line. Those were our First Security Bank highlights of the game tonight. All right, Brian, we've had a lot of drama tonight. I don't think we have a lot of drama now as we get into our Intermountain Health Player of the Game. Your pick?
The Jedi Master himself, Jed Miller. You know, the numbers are there. 27 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals, 3 assists. I mean, the numbers are great. It's the leadership. It's the thing he means to his coaches and his players and the managers and everybody else. Like everybody who has not seen this kid play a lot needs to come to every single game down the stretch because they're rare. It's rare to see a kid do this. And honestly, it takes me back to Rob Ford, Matt Logie's first year. I mean, he literally put that team on his back and carried him to a tournament championship almost single-handedly. And Jed is kind of on that course right now.
All right, well, there's a lot of basketball to be played as we look ahead, presented by Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgery of the Montana State Bobcats. Thursday, 8 o'clock Montana time at Sac State, and then 3 o'clock at Portland State on Saturday. So the women will be home over that time, and the men are back home on February 5th. So that's what we got coming up. Quick check of some of the Big Sky scores here. Northern Arizona got their first Big Sky win. They beat Northern Colorado at home 81-77. NAU 1-7. Northern Colorado also 1-7. Montana wins against Idaho State 69-60. Eastern Washington beats Sac State 75-67. And Portland State remains perfect in league play, winning 69-66 at Idaho. All right, Brian, what a game, what a night, and boy, what a season we have left. 10 more games left in Big Sky Place. So Sac State's game on Thursday, that is the final game of the first half.
That's crazy to believe. It feels, with the emotions and the ups and downs, it felt like we've been playing Big Sky ball for 2 months. Shouldn't the tournament be next week?
I know. What a journey, and boy, you know we got a lot of twists and turns left. All right, that will wrap it all up. Appreciate head coach Matt Logie taking his time before and after the ball game today. For my broadcast partner, Brian Priebe, this is Keaton Gillogly saying so long from the Brick. Pleasure to be with you tonight. We'll talk again on Tuesday night for Cat Chat at 6:30 p.m. over at the Ribbon Chop House. And again, the final score for a final time, Montana State wins it 91-88 over Weber State. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Bobcat Basketball has been brought to you by Town Pump Food Stores.